Haribol to all my brothers and my sisters, and welcome back to Astral Motivation. Today we're going to be talking about the very important, powerful transit of Saturn in the sign of Pisces for the next upcoming 2 years and a half. This is going to be a powerful, powerful transit that is definitely going to transform our lives. And I am so excited to be here to tell you the tea on this very powerful astroplanetary configuration. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Vinodini Dasi. I am a Vedic astrologer and practitioner of the ancient Vedic arts. So if you are into ancient knowledge, self-development, and Vedic astrology, make sure to hit the notification bell and the subscribe button so that you never miss any of the nectar. Alrighty, my beautiful brothers and sisters, let's see what this powerful upcoming transit of Saturn in the sign of Pisces has in store for all of us.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri.
And I just want to take this moment to say thank you to all my incredible exclusive members here in the exclusive members channel. We are having a powerful Vedic astrology course at this time in the exclusive members, where you are able to learn Vedic astrology and to begin your journey on Vedic astrology. Or if you're a Western astrologer who has already done everything that you can with Western astrology and ready to go into Vedic astrology, right now our exclusive members are having the awesome course on Vedic astrology. So if you would like to also do that Vedic astrology course, all you have to do is become a member today, and you can find that out in the description here below. Alrighty, my beautiful brothers and sisters, let's talk about Saturn and Pisces, guys. And this is definitely going to be something we're going to feel, and a big shift. First, we need to understand what Saturn is so that we can understand the gravity of this very powerful transit. First and foremost, Saturn is not the slowest moving planet, but is the slowest moving planet of the planets we can see with our bare eye. And what I mean by this is that we can look under the stars and we can actually see Saturn crossing, and we can see its flickering light. So Saturn is the planet that takes 2 years and a half in each individual sign. And it is called the karma master. It is called the task maker. This is the planet, or the deva, as we can call it. Deva is the semigod, the demigod, and the demigod of Saturn is Shanidev. Shanidev is the deva of Saturn. And so Shani is a very important Deva, because it is the one that upholds the order of this material life. It is the one that upholds the karmas for all the jivas, which are the living entities in this material realm. Along with Yamaraj, Yamaraj being the god of death, they work together to try to bring the best situations for the soul to be able to pay all the karmas that it's due, so that it's able to finally liberate itself. And therefore, Saturn is a very important planet for our development in our soul. However, our ego is very much afraid of Saturn, because Saturn is the planet that makes you work hard. Saturn doesn't give anything easily. Saturn doesn't care if you're rich, poor, pretty, ugly, fat, skinny, status, no status. It doesn't matter. Saturn wants you to work hard like everybody else, and put the sweat and tears and blood like everybody else to make your dreams come true. If you want to materialize something in this material world, you have to be friends with Saturn. If you do not befriend Saturn, your life can become full of problems, because Saturn is the one that gives out the punishments as well. And so Saturn is a little bit scary. You know, if you don't follow the rules that Saturn is giving you, you're going to feel the karmic slap for sure. Nobody can outwit Saturn. Nobody can, even if you don't pay your dues on this lifetime, Saturn is the accountant that keeps up all the dues of all your lifetimes. And one way or another, one lifetime or another, you will pay your dues and your karmas. So Saturn is very, very important planet on maturity. Saturn truly is the one that rules everything that is dense and gross. So our bones, the densest part of our body, is ruled by Saturn. Our teeth, one of the densest parts of our body, is ruled by Saturn. And the structure, if it wasn't for our bone structure, we will not be able to keep a strong standing firm against the gravity and the pull of this material world. So Saturn is the thing that gives us strength. It's the thing that gives us determination. It's the thing that gives us hard work and duty and responsibility. Even in the Bhagavad Gita, you will find that Krishna says that you are not entitled to the fruits of your labor. The only thing we are entitled to is the duty. So even if you would like to have the millions of the millions of the millions of dollars, you're not entitled to those millions and millions and the fruit of your labor. You are just entitled to the work that you put, to the work that you choose to do, to the service that you choose to do, and to work hard. That's the thing we're entitled to, working really, really, really hard. And if you work really, really, really hard for whatever path you choose to trailblaze, something's going to come out of it. And Saturn will be the only one who will see your true sincerity of heart. If you did work very hard, or are you just pretending to work hard, or are you procrastinating most of the time? Only Saturn truly knows the sincerity of your heart, if you're truly giving it your all. And Saturn tests us. For 2 years and a half that it's in every single sign, Saturn pretty much rolls up his sleeves and says, okay, finally, I have arrived to the sign. Let's see the mess. What needs to be cleaned up? And that is what Saturn does every single time it changes a sign. It goes on each sign every 30 years. So it takes a while for Saturn to come back. So by the time that it comes back, there's a little bit of a mess going on in that sign. And Saturn is going to organize it and put it in order. That's what Saturn does. Against your will or not, it's going to push the lessons that we must learn so that we can organize that aspect of our lives. And so let's talk about this past 2 years and a half. Since 2022, since 2022, we had 2022, 2023, 2024. We've been having the energies of Saturn in the sign of Aquarius. And one thing for all my Western astrologers before you guys start saying, no, Saturn is not in Pisces, Saturn is in Aries. I would like for you to pull the app of Stargaze and search for Saturn with your Stargaze app. And you will find that Saturn is literally at the end of the constellation of Aquarius going into Pisces right now. It's right there in the sky. So Saturn has been in the sign of Aquarius for the past 2 years and a half, giving us a lot of lessons on the Aquarian aspects of life, which means our dreams and aspirations, our associations, technology went through a massive boost. This is when AI finally came out. Open AI came out in these past 2 years and a half while Saturn was in the sign of Aquarius. We went through a lot of lessons around humanity as well, a lot of things, mostly with robotics and technology and going out into space, and all these things is kind of what Saturn was encouraging and boosting. Crypto and digital assets, many of the digital things in the world has gone through a massive transformation and a boost. I mean, even the AI right now, we can't even keep up of how it's updating itself on a daily basis faster than any computer ever in the world. So the technology is going through a massive boost and catalyst. And it was thanks to Saturn in Aquarius that we were able to do major advancements in our technology. And also it gave us a lot of transformations in humanity. We had the whole situation in Israel and Palestine, bringing together a lot of people for human rights. And so all this human rights was also during Saturn in Aquarius. So there's been a lot of transformations and lessons that we have been learning with Saturn in Aquarius. And especially my Capricorns, Aquariuses, and my Pisces have been going through a very, very powerful time at this time. With Saturn in Aquarius was a massive transformation for these major signs, bringing lots of intensity in our world. I would love to hear, how was your past 2 years and a half with Saturn in Aquarius, and what lessons did you learn for this past 2 years? And now that Saturn is going to be going into Pisces beginning March 30th of 2025, and it will be here all the way until the end of 2020, in 2027, pretty much on the beginning of 2027. So for 2 years and a half, we are going to be having Saturn going now into the sign of Pisces. And Pisces is a very interesting energy. Saturn naturally, it's neutral to Pisces, is neutral to Jupiter, and in Pisces energy, it doesn't work that bad. However, this is a time of a lot of cleaning up to do when it comes to the energies of Pisces. And let's just try to understand this a little bit more on how Saturn will be entering the sign of Pisces. So Saturn, and let me just pull the chart here so that you guys can follow along with how this chart and the energies of the introduction of Saturn in Pisces are all about. So literally on the day that Saturn goes into Pisces, it's literally right before the major solar eclipse. And if you have not seen the video on the solar eclipse, go check it out. In the solar eclipse, you're going to see that in the next upcoming 6 months, there will be a massive transformation in our lives. And the Saturn is pretty much solidifying, crystallizing it, because that's what Saturn does. Saturn is the energy of crystallization, materialization. It is that pressure that creates the diamond. That is what Saturn is all about. So on this time, there's massive eclipse going on in the sign of Pisces, with Mercury retrograde, with Venus retrograde, with Neptune and the Sun and Rahu all together. I mean, there's a crazy party going on. The way I like to see this is Pisces threw a party. Everybody's super drunk, especially Mercury. You can't even understand what Mercury's saying anymore. And Venus got into a fight with her boyfriend, and they're breaking up in the middle of the party, and she's having a meltdown, and she's having a breakdown. And she's also losing all her money. And then Sun and Moon are coming here together, making the soul and the mind become even more erratically disturbed through this. Saturn, Rahu is the one serving the drinks and making everybody even more intoxicated, with Neptune as well. Neptune creating more of a mirage. So it's a mess. It's a mess in the sign of Pisces. And I'm sure you guys have been feeling it. The peak of this insane eclipse portal is on March 29th, when we have this powerful eclipse. Go check the horoscopes on that, because you can understand a lot more on how Saturn is going to be introduced into Pisces. So literally there's this crazy party going on, crazy mayhem going on, which is also bringing up to the surface a lot of the things that we have been hiding in our subconscious for a long time. That's what Pisces is. Pisces is the attic of your home that you never want to go into, and that you store all the stuff that from your past in there in boxes, and you don't want to look at them. And then when you go inside that attic, you're just like, ew, it's disgusting up here. Like, that is what's happening. Pisces is literally brooming the whole place, dusting it all up. We're feeling all the feels. We're feeling the disturbances in our love life, in our self-esteem, in our insecurities. The communication is muddy. The way to think, it's muddy. We can't even use our logic in the situation. And we would like to just escape this. We would like to just find a way to escape it all, to leave it all, to liberate ourselves completely from it. But it's not that easy. And so it's bringing up a lot of stuff for us. Major things. The closet of skeletons has been opened up, and there is a disaster in there. And then comes our beautiful Saturn going inside the house of Pisces and being like, oh my God, what the hell is going on in this house? It's a mess. And that is when Saturn is going to roll up his sleeves, and it's like, we're going to get to work on this. We're going to get to work on this Piscean house. What is going on here? It is filled with procrastination. It is filled with escapism. It is filled with addictions, drugs, and intoxication. It is filled with complacency. It is filled with this attitude of somebody else, please do it for me, or this homelessness attitude. Saturn wants to reconstruct it. And what does Saturn want to reconstruct and strengthen in the sign of Pisces? It wants to make our spirituality solid. a real, real spiritual practice that is extremely beneficial for our soul growth, so that we're able to actually release these things. Whenever you're looking for somebody to know if they're highly spiritual, if you wanted to find out, like, okay, is this person truly spiritual? Is this person truly what they're all about? How can you measure that? The way to measure that is by literally seeing how humble is the person. Humility is the thing that shows us how spiritually advanced a person is. Not how many followers they have, not how much attention they can get. None of that. What shows it is their humility in their heart. They don't even want to be the center of attention. They don't even want to have everybody glorifying them and worshiping them. They're not these types of people. Those are the people that are most advanced. And so Saturn stepping into the energy of Pisces is going to mature our spirituality, not enhance our spiritual ego. And those who have a spiritual ego, very inflated, even maybe making a life out of their spiritual ego, this is going to be a time where Saturn is going to really test the truth of who you are. If you really are what you say you are, or is it just another hypocritical person who preaches but doesn't follow what they say? And so the Saturnian energy is going to mature our spirituality. And I believe it to be something very crucial at this time, because after maturing in Aquarius so much of the technology, are we spiritually evolved enough to actually use this technology in the best possible way? Because if we are in ignorance, if we are in tamas, then we're going to end up using the technology for more ignorance. We will be covered by more ignorance. And ignorance, it's not that it's bad or good. Everything is, sure. But the thing about ignorance is that ignorance will always lead, will not save you from the karma. Like if you, in ignorance, kill somebody, you're still going to pay for that repercussion. So you don't get to cop out or to clean your hands just because you're ignorant of the situation and you are in tamas and you didn't know about the ignorance of it. No. Here, life is going to mature us, and it's going to mature spiritual practices. A lot of people can have changes of religion. When Saturn goes into Pisces, a lot of people can change their philosophy. A lot of people are going to be serious about their spiritual practices more and more than anybody. More than we haven't seen in a very long time, especially with Uranus also going into Taurus. The rise of values, especially traditional values, spiritual values, these can come back into the forefront as something extremely important and unique in our lives. And people are going to be looking for more meaning. As technology advances and literally takes away the value of everything, making it cheap, we as human beings are going to really long for that worship, long for a deeper, more intimate connection with the divine. And so I definitely see that all yogis are going to go through a massive maturity. All people who follow yoga, all people who follow a spiritual practice, we're all going to ascend to a higher level of maturity in our practice to really take us to a whole new level. Those who are bogus, those who are doing it for the fame, for the likes, for the pratishta, for just wanting to be liked, wanting to be the center of attention, they might go through a big fall. Like this could be a time where we see a lot of false gurus, a lot of false prophets, a lot of false preachers, but Saturn will showcase their true colors and show like, look, they're not the real deal. So it is a time of rising the consciousness. Truly, this is a time of rising our spirituality and maturing it and crystallizing it and making it better, especially when it comes to matters of the heart, when it comes to matters of our intelligence, when it comes to matters of how, the time has come to mature, especially in these times where maybe the world, we're in a perpetual Peter Pan land where nobody may be feeling like they're truly growing up, and we may stay in this adolescent mentality. Saturn here is really going to help us to mature to a new level of spirituality. We want the real deal. We don't want any more of the sentiments that don't lead us to anything. Spiritual gatherings, new age gatherings of, pretenses, and just like in these sentiments that don't really actually transform the heart. So we will become more mature spiritually. And life is going to take us into more, well, what you believe in, does it actually have some sort of backup scripture from it? Like, there's going to be more maturity. People cannot just speculate now and make up their own thing and have people following them. So there's definitely going to be a massive revolution in our spiritual life, personally and globally. And we are going to mature spiritually, which is going to help us to make better decisions in love, better decisions with ourselves, have more self-love for ourselves, more self-respect, to maybe outgrow any sort of insecurities that we may have, childishness in relationships that don't allow us to actually have good relationships, and to release any negative ways of utilizing our voice, either by complaining, gossip, criticism, like changing our way of expressing ourselves and really tapping into something that is so much more deeper than just the material conception, to go deeper into the spirit, into the soul, to connect with each other soul by soul. So the rise of yoga is now. The rise of spiritual seriousness is now. The rise of sadhana, like real sadhana, is now. And Saturn is definitely going to put our spiritual life in order and show us how important it is. And even if it's not something spiritual, how important it is to let go, to release, to transmute, to not hold on to the pain, to not hold on to the suffering of the past. I mean, this is definitely going to be some purge. I will say a strong spiritual purge that Saturn is going to take us through. And another thing is, this is my own hypothesis, is that there's also going to be more death coming into our lives. Saturn in the house of Pisces being the last sign of the zodiac, there could be a lot of losses that the world goes through at this time. And our losses that are going to help us to mature, are losses that are going to help us see what is valuable in our lives and to bring back that sense of importance and to mature from that. So there's definitely going to, I see that this could be a time where life may go through mourning. The world may go through some sort of mourning. And I'm not saying right now, I'm saying in these upcoming 2 years, there could be a lot of losses that we can go through as humanity. But these losses are not bad. They're also going to liberate us, and they're going to help us to liberate ourselves from the past. So a lot of transformation, powerful transformations. And this is the reason why people will also get deeper into spirituality, to escape that that sense of grief. Okay, not to scare you guys. It is going to be a really powerful time if you take your spiritual life seriously. This is the time to take it seriously. If you don't want to do your spiritual practices and you don't want to take it seriously, then I see that that's where Saturn can really put you through a lot of hardships. So one or the other, we're going to learn to surrender whether we like it or not. And that's what Saturn is going to teach us in the sign of Pisces, that sometimes in life it is about surrendering to something bigger, to surrendering to something divine, surrendering to the higher power of God. And that when we step into the surrendering, we actually truly find faith, liberation, and growth and spiritual ascension. So it is going to be a powerful time for all of us collectively and individually. And I will be doing a horoscope for each one of you guys so that you can see exactly how this is going to transform our lives. Alrighty, guys. So that is what I see for our beautiful Saturn in Pisces. I do want to mention some other things here before we get into the horoscopes and the importance of some different signs and what you guys are going to experience. So first and foremost, my Capricorns and Tauruses and Libras, you guys are going to really have a very wonderful transit. You guys are the blessed ones on this one. My moon's Capricorns, my moon Taurus, and my moon's in Libras. You guys are going to have one of the best situations in the next upcoming 2 years, where Saturn will be giving you guys lots and lots of blessings. So congratulations to you guys. Now, the ones that are going to have a little bit of a more difficult time that I do want you guys to be attentive of. Number one is the people who are going to start a Sari Sati. So my people who are in Sari Sati is going to be Aquarius. Aquarius, I would love to hear from you guys. How was this past 2 years and a half with Saturn in Aquarius? That was the peak of your Sari Sati. And now you have 2 years and a half left, my Aquarius, okay? So you guys have the last 2 years. This is going to be still a time of a lot of growth and maturity, but, keep working hard, have lots of determination. Don't think that things are going to come really quick right now, and allow for these things to be what they need to be. Learn the lessons that need to be happening. And in the next 2 years and a half, when Saturn goes into Aries, you will be done completely with your Sari Sati, and you will see that there's going to be many blessings that come into your life from the hard work that you've done. So my Aquariuses, you're at the last bits of your Sari Sati. My Pisces, you guys are going to be at the peak of your Sari Sati. Your Sari Sati started 2 years and a half ago, when Saturn went into Aquarius. That's when your Sari Sati began. We'll love to hear from my beautiful Pisces moons. How is it that you've been feeling with the past 2 years and a half with this beginning of the Sari Sati? And get ready, because this is going to be the peak for you. If you have a Pisces moon, you will be in the middle and the peak of your Sari Sati. And for the ones that are going to begin a Sari Sati is my Aries moons. So my moons in Aries, you guys are going to begin a Sari Sati. So this next 2 years and a half is going to be an introduction into the Sari Sati and into the maturing and the pressure that life is going to put right now. Now, for these different forecasts that I'm telling, the Sari Sati, the Saturn return, and these other shani placements, I don't want you guys to get afraid of these things, okay? A lot of amazing stuff can happen to us during our Sari Satis and our Saturn returns. Yes, they could be hard, but they could also be filled with massive blessings. For example, me, I got married during my Sari Sati. So it's not that bad things happen. It's just that you are getting initiated into a higher level of maturity. So get excited. Get excited. And the more you embrace Saturnian energy in this way, like, yes, let's get excited. Yeah, I want to have my big girl stuff, my big boy stuff, and I want to make it happen too. And I'm willing to put the hard work and watch me what I'm made of. Like, when we take it in this way, we can have some amazing results that Saturn can bless us with our dreams. The only planet that can make our dreams, material dreams, come true is Saturn. It's the only one. So that's why we want to appease Saturn. And when we make friends with Saturn, instead of resisting the responsibility, resisting the hard work, resisting what we need to do, then life becomes a lot easier and better. My next peeps, they're going to have a little bit of an important time with Saturn, is my Leo moons. You guys are going to go through the Ashtama Shani. Ashtama Shani is that Saturn is going to be in your 8th house from you. So that is going to be a little bit of a difficult time, my beautiful Leo, which is going to test your ability to trust the unknown, to let go of control, to be completely honest, and to, do the dark night of the soul and cleanse out all your shadow and do all the shadow work. As for Sukha Shani, my Sagittarius will be experiencing Shuka Shani. And Shuka Shani is when we have Shani Saturn transiting the 4th house. This could also be a time of a little bit of difficulty and not feeling very at ease in your home and in your family life. We'll talk more about that in the horoscopes. But I want you to have that in mind, my beautiful Sagittarius. And also my Geminis can have their Karma Shani when Shani Dev, the Saturn, is going to be transiting through 10th house. So a lot of hard work is coming up for you, my beautiful Gemini, in the next upcoming 2 years and a half. There is lots and lots and lots of work to do. So let's get into our horoscopes. Also, my Saturn returned. My people are going to have a Saturn return. This means that Saturn is coming back to the same placement that it was in Pisces. And these are people from 1967 to 1969. And 1996 to 1998. You guys are having a Saturn return. We only have two, max three, if you get lucky, if you are old enough to get 3 Saturn returns in a lifetime. And Saturn returns are a coming of age, again, another type of initiation into adulthood that is going to help us really ascend to the higher level of ourselves. With a lot of hard work and a lot of pressure, that's how the diamond is made. Alrighty, my beautiful brothers and sisters, now let's get into the horoscopes. Let's see what this upcoming powerful time is going to be bringing for all of us. You want to check your moon sign, what is going to be the most important for this horoscope, but also check your ascendant sign. That is also going to be something of a test for you. The moon sign, you're definitely going to feel it internally. And the ascendant sign, you're going to feel it externally on the challenges that Shani Dave is giving you guys. Alrighty, guys. And remember that if you guys would like to have a personal reading by me, then I highly suggest that you book a session with me today in the description here below. You can book one today for 45% off using the promo code in the description below. Alrighty, my beautiful brothers, let's get to it. And of course, we're going to get started with our beautiful Aries. So Aries, for you, Saturn is going to be happening in the 12th house. And Saturn in the 12th house is a very, very intense transit. I'm going to be super honest with you, my beautiful Aries. I want to get you ready because one thing that happens in our lives is that nobody teaches us that there's going to be an end to things. Nobody teaches us that there's going to be a moment in our lives where we're going to have to let go. And this could be hard because this is life. Life has beginnings, middles, and endings. Cycles of life, beginning, middle, and ending. And when we don't know how to handle the endings or how to handle the closures or how to handle the endings of temporal things, because we do live in a situation full of temporary situations, temporary life, temporary things, temporary body, temporary relationships, like everything's temporary. So how do we deal with when we need to let go? And that is what you will be experiencing for the next 2 years and a half. Saturn going in the 12th house. This is a very powerful time where life is trying to show us that the time has come to let go. Aries, you're going to be going through a time where you are going to be letting go of the past, letting go of the things that no longer serve you. You're closing a 30-year cycle of your life. And whatever you've been running away from, whatever you maybe haven't closed the loose ends, if you, for example, are trying to not pay that parking ticket of 5 years ago and you don't want to, you think that they forgot about it, Saturn in the 12th is going to bring it up. It's going to bring all the past things that you have not dealt with to be dealt with. When Saturn goes into the 12th house, this is the time for closing a 30-year cycle of your life. So I'm going to be super honest with you, Aries. You are going to feel like there's a lot of endings in your life. And life is going to simplify your life. God is like, you've been carrying the weight of 30 years, holding on to this situation, relationship, addiction, way of thinking, attitude, whatever it may be. And Saturn is going to come here. It's going to be like, the time has come for you to let go. You've outgrown that relationship. You outgrown that business. You outgrown that job. You outgrown that attitude. You outgrown that addiction. The time has come for change. And so, Aries, I want you to be ready. And this is what usually happens, especially for my Aries moons. The beginning of a Sarisati is that we start feeling the energies of loss. But I don't want to put it as a loss. I want to put it as a liberation. If you actually let life help you, my beautiful Aries, you will see that it's trying to liberate you from something that you're ready to let go of. So the best thing to do in this transit is don't resist it. Let it go. If you see something in your life is leaving, if you see something in your life is just slipping through your fingers, let it go. Whatever's meant to be with you in the next upcoming 30 years will stay with you, will be protected. But what you have truly outgrown, that is no longer giving you any benefit, that is no longer giving you anything good, it's going to come to an end, my beautiful Aries. So please embrace it. Embrace letting things go. If you embrace letting things go, this transit is going to be so much easier for you, my beautiful Aries. So much more easier for you. So don't make it hard for yourself. Definitely try to just simplify your life. I would even suggest if you can go on a trip, if you can go on a faraway ashram in India, a temple up in the Himalayas, on a sanctuary, a spiritual retreat, do it. The best thing you can do is isolation, spiritual practices, and letting things go. Now, if you've been a bad boy or a bad girl, like really bad, and I'm talking about like maybe criminal bad or anything like this, be very cautious because Saturn here will also throw you into jail. Saturn wants Aries to isolate. It wants Aries to isolate some way, somehow. Either you choose to isolate and disconnect from the world by maybe going and living in a nice little cottage in the woods, or you decide to go to an ashram or a temple, or you decide to disconnect, or life will force you into disconnection. So embrace the spirituality, embrace letting things go. The more you hold on to things, the more painful this transit is going to be. Trust that if life is taking something away from you, it's because it has something better for you. Don't allow your pride, oh, but I've been in this thing for 20 years. I've been in this situation for 30 years. I'm not just going to let it go. It's just life. Sometimes we have to let it go. And it will be even better for you. Because what Saturn right now is trying to liberate you and clean out your plate and make it simple for you, Aries. And if you just allow it to be, you're going to have a better time. Now, your second house of money is also going to be affected as well. We have the third aspect going on of Saturn here. So be very cautious with your money. Save your money. Not the time for you to splurge on money. Not the time for you to just go cray-cray on money. It's the time has come for you to take care of your money, take care of your assets, save a lot of money. This is going to be important. We're also having the aspect to the sixth house. So work out, keep working, have a healthy lifestyle. Like, look at it from that way. Like, if you, for example, are trying to let go of some sort of addiction or something, it's like, then go towards your sixth house of daily life and start cleaning it up. Start working out really hard. Start changing your diet. Take it day by day. Saturn is saying that. Take it day by day. Work on your routine. Work on staying on the day-to-day basis, and you are going to be able to make everything happen more smoothly and easily. But you have to take action on a daily basis. And we're also having here the aspect to the 10th over here. Yeah. So also aspecting your ninth house of beliefs. So you're also going to go through a transformation of your belief systems. Some of you guys may be changing your religion, maybe changing your philosophy in life. There could be a little bit of delays and travels. Maybe life is not letting you have too many leisures at this time. And it is extremely important, my beautiful Aries, that you don't fall into negativity, pessimism, or anything like this. Practice a lot of prayer, practice a lot of faith, practice a lot of belief, okay? Don't let your faith be shaken. And remember, how do we gain more faith? We gain faith through surrender. And that's what Saturn wants to teach you here, okay? If things are coming to an end, let them. That is going to be good for you. So I'm going to pull some cards here for you. Oh, my beautiful Aries, I know these messages are a little tough, but it's going to be for the best. You got to trust it. You got to trust God that it's releasing you from things that are no longer good for you. God's rejection is God's salvation. Try to think of it like that during the next upcoming 2 years. So for Aries, we have cleanse and detox. Yes, you're cleansing, you're detoxifying, you're getting rid of, you're releasing. This is going to be something good for you. Trustworthy guidance. There's going to be a lot of guidance around you. Seek guidance, seek spiritual guidance. You will get it. And you're also having a lot of notice. Notice the signs. Don't blind yourself from it. Don't play like, oh, la, 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 like everything's going to be fine. No, this is a time where life is changing. So notice the signs. If you already notice the signs of like, I don't really like where I work anymore, I want to change something, then this is definitely going to give you the extra push. Let's see the best advice for Aries for the next upcoming Saturn and Pisces. And your best advice is God is your source, spiritual. Got to get into your spirituality deeply, declutter, get rid of things that you no longer need, clean out your space, release those things from the past, release those pajamas that you've had for 8 years, like get rid of it, like get rid of all the past things. The more you let go, volunteer, give it away, like the more you do this, the more Saturn will be happy with you. Saturn will be like, great, this is exactly what I need you to do. I need you to make space for your new life to come. So, and just stay in abundant mindset. Understand that, you know, whatever's yours is yours and can never be taken away from you. And that, you know, life is always going to provide how it always has. So very, very important. And last but not least, let's pull some last messages here for you, my beautiful Aries. What do we have for Aries for our beautiful Aries? For this Saturn and Pisces for Aries. You have to surrender your attachment to results, Aries. What did I mention in the beginning? We are not entitled to the fruits of our labor. We are only entitled to the work. That's what we're entitled to. So choose your work, choose your sacrifice, choose where you want to put a lot of hard work in, and that is, the rest is not anything to do with you. God will know what to give you back. Surrender procrastination. Whatever you've been procrastinating, Aries, is going to come 10 times fold right now. So get to it. Get to it. And surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Yeah, you're going through a massive transformation of your belief systems, of your inner world, of your subconscious, of your, like, your whole mental way of perceiving life and the world and yourself is going to go through a massive transformation. So it's going to be really, really good for you, my beautiful Aries. Now, I'm not going to say that it's not going to be comfortable. It's going to be a little uncomfortable, but by the end, you're going to be so grateful for all this amazing energy. Alrighty, my beautiful Aries, I hope that helped. And remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a more specific message to your situation, then I suggest that you get a personal consultation with me in the description here below. You will be able to book one today with the promo code at 45% off. Alrighty, my beautiful Aries, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. And if you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now, I actually like to put the picture more. It looks prettier. Forgive my little chicken drawings here. So, our next one is our beautiful Tauruses. Welcome, Taurus, to your horoscope for this upcoming powerful Saturn in Pisces transit. And I gotta say, my beautiful Taurus, congratulations to you. This is actually going to be a really, really good transit for you because Saturn is going to be transiting your 11th house. And that is going to bring you some really good benefits, especially after going through a 2.5 year period of Karma Shani, when it's in the 10th house. You've been working really hard on your career, on your purpose in life, on what you came here to do and what it is that you are supposed to put your energy into. You've been putting a lot of work on yourself, my beautiful Taurus, and it has been a very, very transformative year for you, especially with Jupiter in your own sign. Life has been trying to help you ascend while at the same time making you work really hard for your purpose and your career. So now that Saturn is finally going to go into Pisces, I see that you are going to finally start seeing the fruits of what it is that you've been working so hard for. And of course, that shouldn't be our focus. We don't do it for the fruits of our labor. We do it because that's our duty, period. Now, And I know that you take it like this, my beautiful Taurus. I know that you do it in this way. So Saturn going into the 11th house is going to now give us the expansion. It's going to give us the expansion of our networks of people. We're actually going to meet, my beautiful Taurus, very mature people who know what they're talking about, who know what they're doing. This is an amazing time where you're going to be able to make your network of people so much more of quality, meeting people who have already walked the walk, who have done what it is that you would like to create for yourself, people who are going to help you, people who are going to ascend you, people who are going to bring you up. It's also going to be a time where maybe your dreams also come true, my beautiful Taurus, where you have been working very, very diligently, maybe for some of you guys for 30 years on something, and now you can actually start seeing the results of this very, very powerful, hardworking time. So yeah, you're like in a big, important peak right now. And this is not the time to still sleep in your laurels. This is a time to keep moving forward strongly. This is a time to keep, your strength up. Leisure and relaxation will come later, especially after this 2 years. I do see that there's going to be a time for, you know, coming down from not coming down, but closure to this very powerful cycle. But right now, you are at mid peak, making dreams come true, becoming very serious about what it is that you do, what you bring to a community. Some of you guys may start your own community. Some of you guys may start really becoming a leader of groups of people. This is a time where you could be making your dreams come true. I mean, it's very different for everybody and every individual Taurus, but nonetheless, this is ascending you, and your gains as well could be coming very strongly at this time. So time to mature. There could be some associations that you no longer want to be friends with, that you're not into anymore. That's fine. You're maturing. So you're going to need more mature friends, more mature associations. So don't feel bad about that. We're also going to be having aspecting the first house here. So 1, 2, 3, we have the aspect of the third house in your first sign. So it will be aspecting your sign, Taurus, and this is going to give you some good vibes. This is going to make you more mature, of course. And I don't see it to be something so negative. I see you like really embracing like a new level of maturity in your life, a new level of ascension, a new level of growth in your life that is going to be great. The one thing I would mention is you gotta keep limber, okay? Go to yoga, keep moving your body, because this aspect can make your body really stiff. Okay, so be very cautious with that. I don't want you to be having back pains and stiff necks. So make sure that you're doing a lot of stretching, a lot of limber energy, a lot of flexibility, like yoga. This is going to be very, very good for you so that you don't get too stiff in the body. All right. We are also aspecting here the energy of the fifth house. So we could also be having a maturity on, maybe some of you guys have a dream of having children, have a dream of becoming mothers, have a dream of having a family. So this could also be a dream that comes true at this time. There could also be dreams of creative projects that you finally bring out into the world, using your creativity to the next level. Or if you're a sports person, if you're an athlete, using your creativity, like truly showcasing your light, showcasing yourself, showcasing what you're all about. So this is going to be very beautiful, my beautiful Taurus. That's definitely going to be making you super, super happy. And we're also going to be having here 7, 8, 9, 10, an aspect to the 8th house. Whoa. So that is also going to be bringing massive transformations. Like this is going to be a deep transformation from within, my beautiful Taurus. Then one thing that I will mention with this aspect right here on the 8th is that you have to be very, very, very cautious of lies. You lying, Taurus. If you end up hiding something, lying, or being deceitful, or doing something behind somebody's back, it's going to backfire on you. So be of massive integrity, be very honest, be very transparent, which I already know that you are, Taurus, but even more now. And if you do this, wow, it's even going to get even better for you at the end of the day. So I'm seeing this to be a very, very transformative time for you, Taurus. Massive maturity, growth in dreams, creativity, and in your body as well. So take care of your body. Very, very important. Now let's go a little bit deeper into your messages. What else? What are some other messages that we have for my beautiful Tauruses for this upcoming Saturn and Pisces? And we have, wow, a shower of abundance. What did I say? You're going to be showered with abundance, showered with prosperity, showered with so much. This is the time, baby. This is the time to really take your new renovated self to the next level and to truly take yourself super, super seriously, my beautiful Taurus. Giving and receiving, make sure that as life is giving you so much that you keep giving to others. Don't hoard it. Don't keep it just for yourself. Let the flow of money move. Let the flow of giving and take move in your life and keep it balanced. And we also have the creative project. I'm telling you, some creative project, either a baby itself or some very powerful creative project is going to transform your life at this time, bringing you so much joy and happiness. You're also going to become more mature in your romance, okay? And you're definitely going to see some romantic energy getting better for you. One message of love for this Saturn and Pisces for Taurus, and it's worth waiting for. Being patient. If you've been that patient person, waiting for the perfect lover to come into your life, it looks like this is going to be the year. This transit is definitely going to make it worth it. Others of you who are currently in a relationship, you guys are going to gain a lot of love through the patience that you've had with your partner. And things are going to become really nice from now on, making you feel like, you know what, it was all worth it, even though we went through some tough times. And last but not least, I do want to pull one card here for you, my beautiful Taurus, when it comes to your money for this Saturn in Pisces for Taurus. And we have exercise to increase your manifesting abilities. Yes. And as I mentioned, the yoga. Keep the yoga, keep yourself flexible, keep your body limber, and let go of guilt. Forgive yourself for what you did or did not do. The guilt is blocking your energies of money making, okay? So release those things. And that is what Saturn will be giving you and teaching you during the next upcoming 2.5 years. Alrighty, my beautiful Tauruses, those were your messages. These were also some messages that are not for everybody. These are general messages. So if you would like to have a more personal message to your situation, I highly suggest that you take advantage of my promo at this time, 45% off on my consultations. You can book one today in the description here below, a 75-minute session where we go deep into your natal chart, your current transits, and also you can ask me as many questions as you like until you get the clarity that you deserve, my beautiful Taurus. Book one today in the description below. Alrighty, my beautiful Taurus, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. If you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to do our beautiful Geminis. Welcome, Gemini, to your horoscope for this upcoming Saturn in Pisces. And for you, my beautiful Gemini, I'm going to be super honest with you. You are going to be experiencing the Karma Shani transit. And Karma Shani transit is when we have Saturn transiting our 10th house of career. Now, this is going to be a time where you have the ability to truly make an impact in your career. Like, truly take your career to the next level. Like if you've been wanting to open that shop, open that business, if you've been wanting to go independent, or if you've been wanting to climb the ladder of corporate, whatever it is, this is your moment to shine. Now, it is going to come with lots and lots and lots of hard work, my beautiful Gemini. That's how it works, baby. That's how the cookie crumbles. If you don't get anything by not doing nothing. So not unfortunately, but it's a blessing. Right now, you have the ability that if you take this opportunity and you say, okay, I want to open that business that I've been wanting to open for a very long time, and you go through the hardships. Usually it takes around 2.5 years for testing a business to see if it's going to make it through. Like that 2.5 year mark for that business is huge. And if it gets through that mark, you pretty much established your business. So very, 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 very important time, my beautiful Gemini. This is the time for you to take your career to the next level. And if you have no idea what your career is, if you have no idea what your purpose is, then this is why Saturn is coming in here. It's going to give you a sense of purpose. And it's not going to leave you alone until you find your divine purpose, okay? Everybody in this world has come to give something. Everyone. And even if you may think that you have no talents, nothing to give, everybody else can do what you can't do, nothing that you do is special or whatever, you still have something to give to this world. You still do. And you can run away from it, and you can try to escape it, and you can try to be like, well, no, I don't want anything. I don't want. You still are going to find the pressure of Saturn saying, figure it out. Figure it out. What is your purpose? What is your career? What do you want to work hard for? And if you're like, well, I just want money. Well, you're not entitled to the fruits. You're only entitled to the duty and the responsibility and the labor and the work. So choose. What is your work? What is your labor? And when you give it your all, you will find and see fruits come out of it. So this is a time where life is taking your career into full maturity. For my older Geminis, who maybe are now ready to retire, this could be a time of retirement as well. And for my Geminis who just graduated, this is a time for getting into the workforce. And it's going to be different for everybody. So, of course, this is a general reading. If you would like to have a more specific reading to your situation, then I highly suggest you take advantage of my promo at this time, 45% off on my consultations. You can book one in the description here below. So Saturn will definitely be bringing a lot of transformations into your purpose, career, as well as your status in life. We're also going to be seeing a aspect here. Saturn is also going to be aspecting your 12th house. Your 12th house. It's going to be aspecting this 12th house here, which means that you are going to also feel like a lot of things are coming to an end. A lot of things are coming to a transformation. A lot of things are coming to a situation where you're finally closing a chapter. And that is a very, very important time. So at the same time, you may be gaining something while at the same time releasing something. So don't be attached to so many things, Gemini. This is a time where life is trying to help you to release the past and also to transform your subconscious mind. At the same time, you're also going to be having a transformation in your home life. Some of my Geminis may be going through a transformation of home life where you maybe decide to move, change homes, renovate your house. These things could be tedious. Things at the house are a little bit tedious. So you're being pulled from work to home a lot. And you have to be responsible for both of these things in your life. And then, of course, we can also have the aspect of the 7th house. So, wow, you are also going to be maturing your relationships, your marriage. Some of you guys may be getting to a higher ascension of marriage or getting to a more important commitment, finding a true commitment. So these are some very intense, very, very crucial houses, my beautiful Gemini. And life is maturing you and constructing you, putting you into a new home of setting roots in a better way, maturing your relationships so that you can actually get into a divine marriage, a divine relationship here for you, while at the same time letting go of the past. And all of this is going to build your career and build your sense of purpose. Wow, wow, wow. I think my Geminis are going to go through a very powerful, powerful time, my beautiful Geminis. Let's pull some cards here for you. Let's see what else do we have for Gemini. Okay, these are the ones. What do you desire, Gemini? This is what my Geminis are really thinking about. What do I really want to do with my life? What is that purpose for myself? And maybe some of you guys who already have a purpose, you may be thinking still like, is this really what I want to do? There's a big major question mark here of like, is this really what I want to do? Blessing in disguise. So as I mentioned, everything that could be going through a transformation, endings, closures, even you may see it as a loss, can actually be a blessing in disguise here for you, my beautiful Gemini. So trust it. It's the perfect timing. It's the perfect timing to make these major moves in career, to make these major moves in your status, to mature in so many ways, my beautiful Gemini. I mean, this is so powerful for you. This transit is going to be really powerful. Now let's see What's another message for Gemini for this Saturn in Pisces? And we have savings. Save your money. Save your money, Gemini. Not the time to splurge. There's also going to be a windfall of abundance. So you're still going to make money. You're still going to make some, of course, through a lot of hard work, but there's potential here of making very, very good money. And it's coming to you. You have great potentiality to make your money bigger, to get your income to a new level. This is a wonderful time. Of course, it's going to come with a lot of hard work, but it's super worth it. The one thing you need to do is block out the distractions, because that's the only thing that may rob you from really taking this energy to the next level, my beautiful Gemini. I want to pull one card here for your love life, since there's also a lot of intimate houses being aspected. And so for you, Gemini, it is important that you let your friends help you, okay? Keep things light. You have friends, okay? It's important for you to have friends and for you to keep this friendly energy. Friendship is important. Friendship is going to heal you during these times. Alrighty, my beautiful Gemini, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. Remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a more specific message to your situation, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my 45% off consultations at this time. In the description here below, you can find the promo code and book one today. Alrighty, Gemini, I hope that you like those messages. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Cancers. Welcome, Cancer, to your horoscope for this upcoming Saturn in Pisces. And for you, my beautiful Cancer, this Saturn is actually happening for you in the 9th house. Very, very important placement. And one thing that I want you to be very mindful of is that you are going to go through a powerful transformation of your belief systems. You may change the way you like your philosophy in life, your perceptions of your beliefs. You may go through some changes here. This could also be a time where maybe some of you guys are quite skeptic. Saturn here is going to test your faith, is going to see, okay, Cancer, do you have any faith? Do you believe? Do you believe in yourself? Do you believe in God? You don't believe in God. What do you believe in then in Cancer? What is it that you believe in? What's your beliefs? Everybody has beliefs. Everyone. So Saturn here is going to ask you, what do you really believe in? And is what you believing in helping you or not helping you? Is it taking away, debilitating you, making you feel guilty, full of shame, or is it elevating you, making you better, aligning you with divinity? This is what is going to be tested at this time. My Cancers, I also see that you may not be traveling so much in the next upcoming 2 years. Some of you guys may not be in this mood of traveling so much. If you're waiting for visas, if you're waiting for residencies or things like that, it's going to be a tedious process. Make sure that you diligently work on that. Don't think of it to be quick and easy. It's going to be tedious. So a lot of Cancers may slow down on travels during the next upcoming 2 years and a half. And also if you're in school, university, learning, this could also be a very quiet testing time for you, my beautiful Cancer. You may be rebelling against school, rebelling against your teachers, or just finding the work to be very tedious. You're going to have to keep working hard, keep your head down, and just get through it, okay? Saturn here is giving a very hard moment in school, especially with professors and higher authorities that are teaching you things. So respect them. Don't lose your cool and do what is right. Even though it's tedious, even though you may have to put extra hours, even though you may have to not barely sleep, do it. Saturn here wants to see your dedication for academia, wants to see your dedication for your college, for your university, for learning. It wants to see your dedication for these things. So that is one of the things that Saturn will be definitely affecting for you and changing for you in the next upcoming years. We also have an aspect to the 11th house. So it's going to get serious about your daily, your friendships. I see that some of you guys are going to get better friendships at this time, better situations with friends. You are going to get better circles of friends, expand your circles of friends. If you have friend enemies, you're going to get rid of the friend enemies, and you're really going to find out who truly is your well-wisher and your good friend. So that is very, very nice. And at the same time, make you serious about your connections and collaborations. We're also going to be having the energy of the third house also being aspected here, which means that you're going to work hard. You're going to put a lot of effort during this next upcoming 2 years, which is going to really be rewarded for you. So the more effort you put, the more rewards you will get. And that's why I mean, like, keep studying, keep working very hard, keep doing your thing. Like, don't stop your efforts. Don't get lazy. Don't get complacent, because the more you do, the more effort you put, you're going to see how much mercy is going to come into your life. Life is made out of mercy and effort. You can't just put effort, and not have any mercy, or just live out of mercy and never put effort. It doesn't work like that. We need both. So at this time, you're going to put a lot of effort into something, developing a skill, developing something, a startup, an entrepreneurship, something where you're putting your skills to the test and really taking yourself seriously. And that is what's going to help you in expanding yourself in ascension. But you have to believe. That is the trick that Saturn in the ninth is doing for you. Do you believe in yourself? Do you believe you can do it? And that you don't allow your mind to get too pessimistic. Okay? You have to watch out for this pessimistic attitude. And then we also are going to have the aspect on the 6th house. So this is going to also help you. I see you working hard. This is actually nice aspects, my beautiful Cancer. Like, Saturn really wants to mature you from the within, and it wants to really get you into a more moralistic, mature aspect of your life. And having the aspect here of the 6th house, I see you not just putting a lot of effort in your 3rd house of effort, but in courage. But I also see you putting a lot of effort into your health and your daily routine. So if you do this on a daily basis with your routine, with the things you need to get done, it's going to be a good transit. Just take yourself seriously. Don't let the pessimism get the best of you. Don't let the depression get the best of you. If you do this, you're going to go the opposite way. Stay very optimistic. Stay with high faith. Keep working hard. You can really make some amazing shifts in your life at this time. This Saturn can bring you many, many, many blessings. So now let's pull some cards here for you, my beautiful Cancer. What else do we have for Cancer for this upcoming Saturn in Pisces? And we have, there's nothing to worry about, you see? My Cancers may be feeling a little anxious and stuff, but you really have nothing to worry about. This could be such a good transit if you really walk with God, if you really get into your spiritual practices and you gain your faith and you take yourself seriously. This could be so good for you, to give you the confidence. Have confidence. That is what it wants to develop in you. That's why we need to have belief in ourselves. That's why we need to have faith, because it is literally what gives us the confidence to move forward. Go for it. Go for it, Cancer. This is the moment to go for it, to believe in yourself, to be your number one fan, to truly know that you are capable and can do it. Go for it, my beautiful Cancer. This is not the time to say negative, skeptic, pessimistic. These are the worst things you can do in the next 2 years. If you take it the other route, even I would say go toxic positive. Definitely. You will help yourself to move quicker and faster and feel the sense of expansion so much more. Another message here from my beautiful Cancers for this Saturn in Pisces. And we have, surrender your need to compare yourself to other people. This ruins it. It's about you, this life, this moment, this next upcoming 2 years is about you. Don't look at anybody else, what they're doing, and don't compare yourself. Surrender the obsessive thinking, my beautiful Cancer. If you're obsessively thinking about something, that means that you don't have enough faith. So pray, more prayer, and that will help you to release all this obsessive thinking. And last but not least, surrender to the support and love of others. They want to help you out, my beautiful Cancer. They want to give you love and help, so you don't have to do it all alone. And I will say even your angels, they want to help you. Your Ishtadev, your ancestors, your God and Goddess, they want to help you. But we have to allow ourselves to be helped. So pray a lot, connect with divinity, do your rituals. This is a time where you can really find a massive expansion in your life if you take it and do your spiritual practices responsibly. Alrighty, my beautiful Cancer, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. Remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a specific message to your situation, then I highly suggest you take advantage of the 45% off consultations that I have right now, utilizing the promo code in the description here below. A 75-minute session where we go deep into your chart, 75-minute session where we also check out your transits along with as many questions as you would like to ask me until you gain the clarity that you deserve. Alrighty, my beautiful Cancer, those were your messages. If you like them, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me, my beautiful Cancer. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Leos. Welcome, Leo, to your horoscope for this upcoming Saturn and Pisces. And I want to get you ready, my beautiful Leos, because you guys are going to be having the Ashtama Shani. And the Ashtama Shani is a little bit of a difficult transit, especially as a moon in Leo, where you may be going through a difficult time right now. When Saturn goes 8 houses away from our moon sign, this is a testing time. Yes, it's a testing time. You are now going to step into full shadow work. So if you've been working on your traumas with therapy, with healing, working on yourself, working on those heartbreaks, working on releasing the past, working on releasing the codependencies and anything that could be stored in your psyche, this is now going to be the testing time for you, my beautiful Leo, to truly see if you genuinely have learned these lessons. So there's going to be a lot of tests in this. Saturn in the 8th may make you be a little bit of a control freak, where you want to control situations the way you want them, control them. You don't want to seem like you're out of control. You don't want to seem like you don't know what you're doing with your life. And so this may make you want to tighten the rope, where you're like, I have control. Everything's under control. I have control. And life is going to show you again and again that we have no control over anything, that this is an illusion. Saturn is going to teach you that it's an illusion to think that you're in control of anything outside of yourself. I mean, we can't even control our body functions. We can't even control if we have to go to the bathroom really bad. We can't even control not breathing for more than 5 minutes, 10 minutes. That's how much we are out of control. So Saturn is going to bring lots and lots of humility to you, my beautiful Leo, where it's going to show you that there's nothing you can control outside of yourself. You can only control yourself, your thoughts, your actions, and your speech, and to release the control from anything else outside of yourself. This is the time for you to show up in a very, very, very correct way, okay? If you do anything hidden, if you do anything where you're hiding information, you're hiding things, doing any affairs or things like this, Saturn is going to expose you so bad, my beautiful Leo. Don't even do it. Don't even do it. This is the 2 years to play good boy and good girl, for sure. And work on like, this is a time to also go deep into your healing. Like, if you thought therapy never worked before, this could be the time where it really, really actually makes a breakthrough for you. This is the time for you to organize your psyche, organize your mental space, organize the traumas and the pains and the wounds of the past, and find liberation from that, and find a good stability, find a sense of freedom, and to take your power back, truly. And not taking your power back from a place of, oh, it's because I'm in control, therefore I'm in power. No, coming from a place of like, I am completely authentic. I have nothing to hide. This is what you see is what you get. And I feel good about it. I feel good about my good, my bad, my shadow, my light. I accept it all. To take your power back in those ways. This is the time to also be very cautious of working with other people's monies. If you're married and have shared assets, or if you have loans, or if you have credit issues, Saturn here is going to make you clean that up. Organize it. Organize your credit. Organize the debts that you owe. Not the time for you to try to abuse other people's monies or exploit other people. Saturn is definitely going to not like that. So the time has come for you to really be respectful about other people's assets, respectful about other people's things, about other people's monies and handling it, not abusing your power, and handling it in a very graceful and correct way where you're not abusing your power. You're also going to be going through a little bit of, if you are a very sexual Leo, that, you'll have sex with anything that walks, Saturn here is going to really stop you. Saturn here is not going to give you as much pleasure as you usually have if you were to just have promiscuity. Saturn here is going to make you not just like anything. Saturn here is going to kind of block a little bit of your sexual pleasure to actually help you see what it is that you really do like in bed, what it is that you really do like in intimate relationships, that not just anything is going to get you off anymore. And so Saturn here is actually maturing your sexuality as well. Now, Saturn is also aspecting the 10th house from here, making you work really hard. Some of my Leos may go through a transformation in your career where you start doing something new in your career, or you become more serious in your career. Again, you cannot abuse your power in career. Keep very humble in your career with your bosses, with your authorities, to stay good. Be very, very, do not abuse your power, because this can trigger some unexpected events in your career and status. We're also going to be having the second house being aspected here with Saturn. So with Saturn and aspecting the second house, this is also giving us the energies of your money is also going to be very delicate at this time. This is not the time for you to spend and splurge. This is not the time for you to abuse your money or start going through your savings. This is the moment to save a lot. And I would even suggest no gambling on the stock market, no risky investments. I will say go for the really, really boring investments. Those are going to be more legit for you. And definitely take care of your money and make sure that you're not frivolously spending it on anything. You really have to think long term at this time. So your second house will be aspected, as well as your fifth house. So with your fifth house also being aspected here, this is going to give us another issue where romance is not going to be the same as it was before. It's also going to aspect this fifth house. So romance is not going to feel like it used to feel before. Like if before anything will get you in the mood, you would, like every type of person or thing, or just go for any type of romantic rendezvous. Not anymore. You're going to go through a little bit of like, I don't necessarily like that anymore. You're going to go through a maturity where it's like, I used to like just getting really wasted every weekend, but I don't like doing that anymore. I kind of want to do something else. For those of you who are creative, there might be some blocks in creativity because Saturn wants you to become a lot more organized with your creativity. So if you go about it in a more organized way, this should definitely be a lot better for you and the creativity should flow. But it's definitely going to affect your intimate life as well as your external life. Okay? Very, very important. So let's see. What else do we have for Leo for this upcoming Saturn in Pisces? And we have the time to go, the time to move forward, time to go. Maybe that's going to be a different message for everybody, but maybe some of you guys are ready to move forward with a situation. Okay? See the beauty within each sunset in your life, and know that the sun will always rise again tomorrow. Endings are merely the start of a new beginning, and we are with you throughout every phase of the way. So yes, the time is closing a cycle here for you. And as I mentioned, this could feel like a dark night of the soul, but at the same time as you're doing the dark night of the soul, you're going to be able to transform yourself and take your power back. Look at it from this way. Like when we fight our inner demons, we are able to conquer them and let the light shine through inside of us. And you're in that process. Okay? Law of attraction, work with a lot of law of attraction. Remember, your vibe, your energy attracts like. So work on your energy. That's why doing the healing, changing behaviors, cognitive, transformations, you're going to be able to attract what it is that you really want. This is the perfect timing. Wow, everything is saying that it's now, now, now. The time has come for it now. I want to pull some cards in love for you, my beautiful Leo. What else do we have in love for my beautiful Leos for this upcoming Saturn and Pisces? And some of the, engagement. You see, now we're ascending to a higher level of commitment. Leos are getting more mature. You guys are not just taking anything anymore. You want the real deal. If you really, oh yeah, you want to marry me? Where's the ring? Give it to me. You know, like you're really ascending to a higher level of commitment here. And you're becoming more mature, and my men are showing up like men. Nothing of this beta male, anything. Like you guys are like owning up to what it is that it requires to have a family and to be a man of a home and to have the rights of having a wife. So really stepping into it. Wow, this could be the one. Some of you guys already know who it is that you really want to be with. Some of you guys are going to know them through this transit in the next upcoming 2 years, but you have to be cautious to not be in this closing of your heart, because you're so much into this control freak that you're like, oh no, I'm controlled. I'm not going to let this thing get the best of me. I'm not going to let, I'm going to keep my heart closed. No, Leo, no, you have to open up. Love is a risk. Love is a risk. You have the power to choose the best person to risk that with. But the time has come for you to open up your heart and receive this love and give the most beautiful type of love. So whatever in your psyche is blocking you from this true intimacy, that is what Saturn is going to clean up at this time. Very powerful. And some last messages here for you, Leo, because you're going through this Ashtama Shani, and it's not an easy transit, you know. We got to get you ready for it. But it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be so purificational for you. Let's see another message for my beautiful Leos for this Saturn. And we have surrender your need to people please. Everybody, you may be going through this transformation psychologically, releasing this need to people please. The need to always be right. The need to always have the last word on everything. This could have been causing more issues in your relationships, intimate relationships, close relationships, more than anything else. We also have surrender setting limits. All of these things are very healthy, my beautiful Leo. And you may be going through this transformation at this time where you're going to learn to set limits. You're not going to abuse yourself or let anybody abuse you. You're also going to have the humility to say, I don't need to have the last word. I don't need to be right all the time. And you're no longer going to be in this people-pleasing energy. You're going to please yourself. And that is what is most important. So very, very powerful energies, my beautiful Leo. I am super excited for this transit for you. And remember, I am here for you. Remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a more specific message to your situation, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my 45% off consultations that I have going on right now. In the description here below, you will be able to book one today. And we will have a 75-minute session where we go deep into your natal chart, deep into your transits, along with how many questions you would like to ask me, as many as you like, until you get the clarity that you deserve. Alrighty, my beautiful Leos, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. If you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That would mean the world to me, my beautiful Leos. And now we're going to do our beautiful Virgos. Welcome, Virgo, to your horoscope for this upcoming powerful time. And for you, this Saturn in Pisces transit will be happening in your 7th house. And I'm going to be super honest with you, my beautiful Virgo. This is going to be really good. Why? Because you're going to get very serious about love. Okay? For my Virgos out there who are fed up of the F boys, the F girls, or these situationships that don't lead to nothing, that waste your time, that waste your energy, here you are trying to help them. Here you are trying to save them. Here you are trying to help them really reach their full potential, and yet they don't show up. And you're fed up with it, Virgo. And if you've been alone for a very long time, you're fed up with being alone. You're fed up with feeling like, why am I so alone? And I'm just getting older and older. Like, where is my partner? So my Virgos are going to be going through a massive transformation in their love lives. And I believe this is going to be good because you've been dealing with Neptune in your 7th house, confusing you. It's been confuzzled. you think a person comes, they sweet talk you, and you really believe them. You believe them that now this is it, this is the one, this is gonna happen, we're finally gonna do it, we finally made it, and then you become disillusioned. And this has been hurting your heart a lot. So the time has come to transform this. Saturn here is going to, first and foremost, make you super serious about your love life, your commitments, especially. You're going to realize I don't just commit to anybody. The person that I commit to is the person that I commit to, is like the one. So for some of my Virgos, you guys can actually step into marriage. Yes. Some people may say, oh, but I'm not going to have any relationships. No, Saturn here will definitely bring you a most serious relationship. Even for some of my Virgos, you guys may end up with somebody who's older than you, somebody who's more serious, older, who you can be taken seriously by. You're just becoming so much more serious in dating. Now, for those of you who are already married or been in a relationship for some time, more than a year, Saturn here is going to test your relationship. It's going to test to see, oh yeah, you say that you really are there for each other, that you love each other till the end of time, and that you are going to be married and stuff. Okay, let's see it. And Saturn is going to test your relationship. It's going to test the integrity of your relationship. And get ready, because you're going to feel the pressure. And here, Saturn wants the two of you to work together through this and make your relationship stronger. So Saturn will test those current relationships. And for those of you who are single, Saturn is going to make you very serious of the next upcoming partner. The next upcoming partner better be the husband, better be the wife. You're not wasting no more time. And Saturn, if you take this seriously, Saturn may just reward you as well. Another energy that is going to be aspected is the ninth house as well. So with this ninth house, Saturn could be blocking a little bit of your belief system. So watch out for this, Virgo, that you don't get too pessimistic, that you don't get too like, no, it's never going to happen. It's just not going to be for me. And like you go into this non-believing in yourself. Be very cautious of that, my beautiful Virgo, okay? For those of you who are in universities, it's a time to work really hard. It might be a time where you might want to quit. You might want to drop everything, but life, it's wanting you to work even harder. So don't shy away from the hard work. I know you never do, my beautiful Virgo, but just in case. Also, there might be some slowing down of trips. You may not be traveling so much in the next upcoming 2 years. Okay. Or you finally get that visa that you've been waiting for such a long time, or that residency that you've been waiting for a long time. We can also have here a major transformation to yourself as well. Saturn is going to be aspecting your sign as well from here, from Pisces, which means that you are also going to be going through a mature energy. As you are maturing in your commitments and what it is that you want out of your relationships, you're also going to ascend to a higher level of commitment. Like, let's say you start dating again and you want to attract men or women that are more classy and that take you more seriously and that are maybe professionals. You may start presenting yourself in this way. You may maybe, take away the pink hair and the blue hair and make it more serious, and to start presenting yourself in a more classy way. So Saturn here is also going to aspect your sense of self, so that you mature, so that you have a more mature look to you, that you have a more mature energy to you, that people take you more professionally, that they take you more seriously, more of this gravity in your presence. This can transform your looks. This can transform the way you present yourself and your way of showcasing your style. One thing I will say is keep yourself flexible, because the energies here, this aspect may make you a little stiff. So make sure that you're working out, especially doing yoga and stretching, to keep yourself flexible and limber so that your body doesn't get so stiff. And at the same time, we have the fourth house being aspected as well. So there could be some changes in the home. Home may feel a little bit chaotic at this time. You may be going through a little bit of family karma, or transforming your home life, transforming your home where you live. If there's any issues around your childhood, You may be healing these things as well. So home matters are also going to be quite important, while at the same time you have this energy of your commitments. So it's going to be different for everybody. Like maybe you're ready to commit and to move in together and take yourselves very seriously. Maybe through marriage, you get a new home, or you've been single for such a long time because there's just too much attachment to the home. It's going to be different for everybody. So again, these are general messages. If you would like to have more specific message to your situation, I highly suggest that you take advantage of the 45% off consultations at this time. 75-minute session where we go deep into your chart and your current transits, and we also get to you get to ask me as many questions as you like until you get the clarity that you deserve. So that is one thing that we can do, my beautiful Virgo. But let's see, what are some other messages here for you? What else do we have for Virgo for this upcoming Saturn in Pisces for Virgo? Yes, the opportunity to forgive. You're going to be going through a lot of forgiveness of your past, yourself, your parents, your partner, your committed relationships, your business relationships, forgiving yourself, your personal relationships, your family, and you are going to go through a massive transformation of forgiving. And that is going to liberate you. That is going to make you feel lighter and happier. And it's going to better your relationships. Kind of like if you forgive your parents, you're going to be able to have a better committed marriage, committed relationship. Cleanse and detoxify. This is a time for you to cleanse and detox, the time for you to release anything that you no longer need. Doing any cleanses and detoxifications will be really, really good. And not just physical, but also emotional and mental. So that's why we could also be cleaning a lot of the past and the family patterns and subconscious things that we may have against our family. And the time to go. So yes, this may bring some sort of endings. And it's going to be different for everybody. It could be an ending to a relationship, or it could also be an ending to a pattern in the relationship that keeps messing up the relationship. So there's some closure here that is happening that is going to help you to leave the past in the past and to help you ascend to a new situation. Now let's see in love. What are the messages in love that we have for Virgo for this Saturn in Pisces transit? So some of the things is let go of control issues, my beautiful Virgo. This is sabotaging your relationships. Let things unfold naturally. Get off the person. Take off your will. Like don't impose your will onto people. You control you. You don't need to control anybody else. We also have the energies of new love. Okay. Yeah. It's renovating your current love and making it more mature, or you are going to meet new love in your life. So love is definitely happening here. And through it, there's going to be lots of reconciliations. You're going to reconcile your heart. You're going to reconcile with the past. You're going to reconcile with the heartbreaks. I also see that you're reconciling, maybe some of you guys reconciling with a person from the past, or a person from a past life, or just reconciling with whatever has happened in your heartbreaks. Like you're no longer going to be carrying that with you as some painful situation. Like you're finally going to make peace with all of that. So very powerful. And one last message here for my beautiful Virgos for this Saturn in Pisces. And we have surrender your need to compare yourself to other people. Stop this, Virgo. You have your own life. You have your own soul path. We don't all have the same soul path. Everybody has a different situation. Don't feel like, oh, some people are ahead of me and some people are behind. No. You are in your own evolution. It's you with you. So keep your eyes trained on yourself and don't worry about what everybody else is doing. That's none of your business. Alrighty, my beautiful Virgo, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. Remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a more specific message to your situation, then I suggest that you book a 45% off consultation with me today. In the description here below, you will be able to book one today. Alrighty, my beautiful Virgos, those were your messages. If you like them, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Libras. Welcome, Libra, to your horoscope for this upcoming Saturn in Pisces. And for you, my beautiful Libra, Saturn is happening in your 6th house. So this is actually going to be a good transit for you, my beautiful Libra. I'm so excited to bring you the good news. This is going to be a really, really nice aspect for you, especially as a Libra moon. You guys are going to be having some really good time. The one thing that I will say with this is that Saturn here wants to organize your life. It wants to organize your lifestyle, okay? Not just your health and not just your work, everything. It wants you to be a healthy person, while at the same time work, while at the same time be fulfilled in the work that you do, while at the same time have enough time to sleep, have enough time to eat, have enough time to go to the gym, have enough time to be with your loved ones. So to truly organize the lifestyle of your dreams. Like if you always wanted to work remotely, this is a great time where you may have this transformation. Or you wanted to start implementing some health routine that you haven't been able to do, or you fell through. Or maybe you're looking for a better job, a better job in your life that actually allows you to have some life, or a job that pays you very well and you still can have a healthy lifestyle. Saturn here wants to give you all of this. Now, Libra, if you have been very unhealthy, not taking care of your body, eating really bad, and not going to the doctor, then Saturn here is going to make you pay attention to your health. I don't know how it's going to do that. It's going to do that by maybe making you sick, or maybe something happens that forces you to change your health, your lifestyle. So be careful, my beautiful Libra. If you feel like the time has come for you to change something, then do it. If you feel like the time has come for you to take care of your body, do it. If you feel like the time has come for you to change that dietary habit, then do it. This is the moment to have those powerful transformations and literally transform your health. If you've been going through something very difficult in health where you're just like, I can't seem to get healthy, Saturn here can really transform your health and get you into better health as long as you show up and do the work. And for some of you guys may even end up having so much work. Saturn may reward you with so much work that you have to be cautious that you don't start overworking yourself, because you may start overworking yourself and then again your health goes bad. So it's not just overworking. Saturn just doesn't want you to just be working and overworking. No, Saturn wants you to take your lifestyle seriously. That yes, you need to work, but you also need to take care of your health. You need to take care of your body. You need to eat well. You need to work out. You need to sleep well. All of these things are important and they're part of the daily life. So here Saturn is going to be giving you the ability to transform your life through changing your routines and your lifestyle. We're also going to have the aspect to the 8th house. Whoa, this is definitely going to change life. Like this is going to change you. Like if you, for example, have always been a heavy smoker and this is what you do on a daily basis, you're going to go through a massive transformation with the Saturn where it's like, it's done. It's a sudden situation where you just change it. This is the time to not abuse your power. And it's a great time for you to really do a massive transformation in your life. This is a great time to do it, Libra. If you just take it in your own hands, take it day by day, step by step, you are going to be able to make some amazing transformations in your life. So the transformation is going to be deep and true. We're also going to be having the 12th house transit. Wow, you're also being aspected with the 12th house here, helping you to let go of the past, to let go of the bad habits, to let go of things of the past. This is going to be very healthy for you, my beautiful Libra. You are going to release the past 30 years of your life. You're going to go through a massive psychological transformation and spiritual and subconscious transformation. Wow. So yeah, you're not going to be the same after this. Like you're going to really become such a better version of yourself. Is amazing, Libra, but you have to trust it and you have to do the work and you have to take your spirituality seriously and your inner world seriously and your health, complete health, mental, emotional, and physical health, all very seriously. And you could have an insane transformation to your life. Also, 7, 8, 9, 10. We also have the 3rd house being aspected here. giving you a lot of effort, giving you a lot of, I'm going to do this. Watch me do this. So that is very exciting. Also, my beautiful Libra, you're going to have a lot of courage, a lot of effort to do things differently, to maybe start your own startup, to work really hard in something, to work really hard on your health, work really hard on a service that you're going to start bringing to the world, working really hard on a daily basis. You're putting a lot of effort in, and that is definitely going to give you results. Wow, Libra, you're going to be going through a massive inner emotional and psychological and spiritual transformation, while at the same time seeing your material life transform for the better at the same time. That is what makes this combination so exciting. So let's see, what are some other messages here for my beautiful Libras for this upcoming Saturn in Pisces for Libra? And we have, it's the perfect timing, baby. This is the moment to have a change of life, a change of lifestyle, to totally give it a 180 and to totally ascend to the most healthiest version of yourself. Remember, stay innocent. Remember the innocence of others and keep that innocence very pure and very protected. And new partner. Wow. For some of you guys, you may be getting a new partner. You may be renovating your relationships that you're currently in at this time. You may be kind of revamping and bringing back the fire. Or for others of you, you actually, single people may find a perfect partner as well. Let's see, what is another message for my beautiful Libras for this upcoming Saturn in Pisces? And we have, take a divinely guided chance. When it comes to work, take a chance. You don't like your job? Go for something new. You want to get the higher position? Go ask for it. You want to start working remotely? Ask your boss. Like, it's going to take a level of risk for you to start transforming this lifestyle into reality. No more complaining, Libra. Enough of the complaining. Complaining is just making you into a victim, and it's not allowing for you to really grow. So take accountability for your life, your stuff, and once you step out of the complaining into, I don't complain about it, I just do something about it, you're going to see there's going to be some amazing things happening in your life. And then we have moonlighting. So keep your current job to pay the bills while working on your dream career part-time. Start doing it, Libra. Don't leave it for another 2 years. Don't leave it for tomorrow. Don't leave it for the next year. Like, this is the moment for you to really start putting that effort. Okay? Make it into your lifestyle. Like, if you always wanted to write that book every single day, you're going to put it, we're going to write 1 page of the book. We're going to write 1 page of the book. And in a year, you could have a whole book written, or maybe 2. So it requires you to put it in the daily calendar and to follow your daily calendar. I highly suggest for all my Libras to definitely have a routine calendar or daily calendar on you guys this whole time. And last but not least, one final message for my beautiful Libras for this Saturn in Pisces for Libra. And we have surrender the drama, Libra, okay? Doesn't matter how emotionally charged a situation is, don't give it energy. Don't put vibe in it. That's where the innocence comes from. You see? Like, let things be light. You will beat all your enemies, but you're gonna almost beat them with kindness, not with this brute energy. So remember, honey goes a long way instead of vinegar. Alrighty, my beautiful Libras, those were your messages for this upcoming transit of Saturn in Pisces. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. Remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a personal message by me, then definitely book a 45% off consultation at this time with the promo code in my description here below. A 75-minute session where we go deep into your natal chart, deep into your current transits, and you can ask me as many questions as you will like, my beautiful Libra. So make sure to book one today in the description here below. Alrighty, my Libra, those were your messages. I hope that you like them. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Scorpios. Welcome, Scorpio, to your horoscope for the energies of Saturn in Pisces. And for you, Saturn in Pisces is going to be transiting your 5th house. So there's some good news here. The good news is that you are ending your Shukashani transit, which was when Saturn was in your fourth house. And this brought you a lot of lessons around family, home life, mother. You had to maybe change homes, work on a home, renovate a house, sell a house, get a new house. Many, many, many things that you had to do. Maybe some of you guys felt uprooted. Maybe some of you guys felt homeless. Maybe some of you guys really needed to understand what is the concept of home and family and relationships. And I definitely see that a lot of Scorpios could have gone through a lot of childhood healing and inner child healing very strongly. So now Saturn is going to be stepping into your fifth house for the next upcoming 2 years. And I definitely see that this is going to be a very serious time with children. If you already have children, there might be a transformation in your relationships with them. Like maybe they're becoming teenagers and now they want to have more time alone, or there's going to be a maturity in you guys' relationships. Your children may be going through a little bit of a mature time. Maybe they're getting ready to go to school or go to college, or like a coming of age type of thing. And so there's a change in the dynamics in the relationship. Saturn here is going to force you to change your relationship with children. If you're currently wanting to have children, Saturn here may make it a little bit of a delay or make it a little bit slower. It depends on your Saturn, because if your Saturn is very strong in your chart, it might just give you the baby. If Saturn is weak, it might be a little bit more difficult. Saturn here doesn't want you to stop trying if that's what you want to do. Keep moving forward. Don't just give up on the first try. And Saturn here is also trying to make you be responsible and really start taking responsibilities with your child to a new level. Also, my beautiful Scorpios may start having a little bit of a creative block, because Saturn here wants you to become more serious with your creative pursuits, and even if it's sports, okay? So if your hobbies is sports, life wants you to become more serious about your sports and not just leave them in the side. If you have creative outlets, Saturn here wants you to take them more seriously. And you might have to organize your creative expression in a way that it could be more flowing. So all of these things will change. And also romance-wise, for those people who are in romantic relationships, if you're single looking for romance, you will become so much more serious about romantic partners, to the point that you're just not accepting anybody anymore. And then you may feel like, okay, partners are dry. Where are my romantic partners? There's not as much as there used to be. So Saturn here can slow that down because it's making you more serious about your romantic relationships. Those of you who are already in a relationship, Saturn is going to test for you guys to really put effort into putting romance into your love life, because it's going to make it dry, okay? It's going to make it dry. So if you don't make the effort of fertilizing your garden of love or fertilizing your romantic relationship, it's just not going to come naturally. Saturn here is going to put a little bit more of a difficult situation. Nonetheless, Saturn can give some really good results, especially if you take your intelligence very seriously, your skills, your creativity very seriously, your children seriously, and your romantic relationship seriously, you should have a pretty good transit so far. Now, it's also going to be aspecting your seventh house. Saturn is going to be aspecting the seventh house again, testing those relationships, testing those committed relationships, and making sure that, okay, are we really putting that creative energy, that love, that romance? How are we handling the children and the marriage? How are we handling our creative individual hobbies with the relationship? So all of these things are going to go through a transformation, through a test of time. Then we're also going to be aspecting the 11th house here, which it's going to make us more serious in our relationships. We may lose some friends that we are ready to let go of, and we may gain some more friends that are more serious and that can actually teach us something in our lives. So the network of people is going to become more mature. You are going to step into a more mature community. You are going to want to be surrounded by people who actually have the results that you want. Maybe older friends are going to be the thing that you like at this time during this transit. And last but not least, we have 7, 8, 9, and 10. And the second house is also being aspected here, my beautiful Scorpio. So it is also a time for saving money. It's not a time to necessarily, um, you know, flaunt your money all around. This is a time to really be cautious with it. Yeah. So with that, take care of your money. Your self-esteem is also going to be tested, so that self-esteem can be built through through taking seriously your creative outlets and hobbies. And also be very cautious that you're not spending money in a very frivolous way. This is a time to be saving your money, taking care of your money, and thinking long term with your money as well. Especially when it comes to the stock market too, I would say be very cautious with your risky investments. Do massive research and do a little bit more of Saturnian investments, the ones that are more slow in growth. Those will be very, very good for you. So now let's pull some cards here for you, my beautiful Scorpio. For Scorpio, what do we have for Scorpio for this upcoming Saturn in Pisces? For Scorpio, Saturn in Pisces. And we have go for it, baby. The time has come for you to take charge. Go for it. You've been waiting for something that you've been wishing for. You're going to see that it's going to start picking up, if it's either a creative project or some self-expression or a romance or a child. These things, is like, go for it. Go for those dreams. Go for those aspirations. Yep. Family is going to be a big thing. I definitely see that dynamics with your current children will be going through a transformation, but I also see that family may grow and bring you more children and a shower of abundance. So it seems like the Saturn, if you do your work right and you become friends with Saturn, it's going to definitely shower you with abundance and prosperity at this time. So this transit is supposed to be very prosperous for you, my beautiful Scorpio. Now let's look a little bit deeper into your romantic life. What is some messages for Scorpio for this Saturn in Pisces? And we have forgiving and learning from your past, forgiving people for their mistakes, their issues. That's love. Lessons on forgiveness and love. Express your love. Go ahead and make that romantic expression. That's what Saturn wants you to do, that you don't stay complacent, but that you get creative and you try to make that romantic move on your partner, because it could be true love. We have to take this true love seriously. Those of you who are single, you are going to release the past. True love will come into your life, and the ideas that you express your love and that this person expresses their love to you. Those of you who are already in a relationship, express more of your love. Forgive and learn the past. Like, it's okay. Let the resentments go away. Express more of your romantic energies so that the true love can rise once again. So it wants to bring you lots and lots of love. And last but not least, I want to pull one card here for you, my beautiful Scorpio, for this Saturn transiting in Pisces. And we have surrender to the beauty of the natural world. So whenever you're getting too in your head or too much into something or worrying about something, go into the natural world. More nature, more peace. Also, mantras right now are going to be really powerful for you, especially if you do mantra work. Saturn here will make you very, very, very happy. So make sure you're doing your chanting on a daily basis, because you're definitely going to see some results here. Alrighty, my beautiful Scorpio, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. Remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a more specific message to your situation, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my 45% off consultations that I have at this time. You can book one in the description here below, a 75-minute session where we go deep into your natal chart, your current transits, and you can ask me as many questions as you will like, my beautiful Scorpio. Alrighty, Scorpio, if you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That would mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Sagittariuses. Welcome, Saggy, to your horoscope for this Saturn in Pisces. And for you, will be happening in the 4th house. This is going to give you a Shukashani. And the Shukashani is a pretty powerful time, my beautiful Sagittarius, where Saturn is transiting through our home life. Saturn is going to be transiting through your family, home life, mother, and everything that deals with your intimate inner circle, okay? Your past, your childhood. So here's Saturn. When Saturn goes into the 4th house, I like to see it as like, your 4th house is the heart. It's like where you find true happiness. And Saturn comes here and it kind of gives a little bit of a heart chakra block where you're not going to be able to just gain as much happiness as you used to do. Life is making you see your past, make peace with your past, make peace with childhood wounds, make peace with your family, with your loved ones, with your father, with your mother. Your mother, especially because of this transit of the Shuka Shani, your mother can be going through a little bit of a tough time right now. So, Saggy, life wants you to take care of your mother. Life wants you to go towards your mother and take care of them. Take care of that mother. Take care of what your mother needs from you. Your mother may need more from you during this next upcoming 2 years. Don't just like, oh, I don't have time for her. Like Shani will punish you if you don't take care of your mother during this transit. There could also be a lot of karma going on in the home sector. Either some of you guys are selling a home and having difficulty selling it, or buying a home, having difficulty buying one. It's not that it's not possible, it's just that it's going to take longer. Some of you guys may be wanting to renovate your home. This may take longer than usual. Or sell your home. It may take longer than usual. There's more karmic things going on in your home life where you really cannot just like turn the cheek on them. You have to really deal with these things. If you have been neglecting family matters, Saturn here is going to be like, now you cannot neglect it no more. You're going to go deep into this right now. So there's a lot of lessons going on in your past, your childhood, and in your family. So do the right thing. Take care of your family, especially in the next upcoming 2 years, and especially your mother. Now, it's also going to be aspecting your sixth house. So your health and your daily life, your routine will also go through a transformation. The time to have a healthier, sattvic, more nice lifestyle that is pure, that it's good, so that you have a healthier lifestyle and a healthier body, mind, and soul. And it's also going to be aspect, and your work may be tested as well with this. So your peace of mind is not going to be, you're not going to be so in peace. Like Saturn here may not give you so much of a peace of mind. So there's many things that need to kind of get taken care of here. So will affect your daily life, the work, and what you do on a daily basis. We also have the effects on the 10th house. This will also affect your work, your career. The time has come for you to really take this seriously. So I like to see these two houses, the 4th and the 10th, as like a root in a tree. So here are the roots of the tree, and here's where the tree grows into the highest plane. So the tree never thinks up towards reaching the sky. The tree is always thinking down, deepening its roots. And that is what life wants you to do right now. Like if you don't feel good in your home, change homes. If you've been jumping from couch to couch for the past years, or maybe working remotely and you don't have a home and you're tired of it, this is the time to set roots. This is the time to make nest. This is the time to really make your home feel like a home. So whatever is that it's not allowing for that to happen, this Saturn wants to put that in order. And it will change career, it will change your daily life. And also, we have 7, 8, 9, and 10. It's also going to be aspecting your sign, my beautiful Sagittarius, where it's saying you are also going to go through a maturing state, letting go of the past, letting go of the childhood wounds, letting go of the childishness, letting go of the pains of the past, letting go of the resentments with family, all these things, so that you can really ascend to a higher version of yourself and who you are, my beautiful Sagittarius. So this is definitely going to mature yourself, while at the same time your daily life and your work and status and purpose will go through a transformation. Wow. Let's go a little bit deeper here for my beautiful Sagittariuses. What else do we have for Sagittarius for this upcoming Saturn in Pisces? And we have listen. Okay, so this is a next 2 years. Listen more than speaking. Listen to your family members. Listen to the stories of the past. Listen to your mother. Very, very important. And enter into acceptance. Because you might be like, no, it's not fair. No, it shouldn't be like that. We have to step into acceptance. Accept your family for what they are. Accept your mother for what she is. Accept your father for what they are. Accept your childhood for what it was. Accept. Instead of being in this resistance that just causes more pain, just accept it. And as you accept it, you're going to see that you can actually start healing the heart chakra. That is the focus. This is the heart chakra. That's what I was mentioning. The fourth house is the heart. And Saturn here is like, are you really, really in your heart center as you say you are? And it's testing that. So your heart chakra is going to go through a massive transformation and a massive healing as well. Let's go a little bit deeper into these messages, my beautiful Sagittarius. What else do we have for Sagittarius for this Saturn in Pisces? And we have surrender the drama. Let go of any drama that you have with your family, with your mom, with your dad, with the past. Surrender the drama. Doesn't matter how emotionally charged. Yes, it's valid that you felt what you needed to feel. We will give you all the validation, but eventually you're going to have to also not keep putting wood in the fire. Let go of the drama. It's going to be healthier for you, and instead surrender to non-action. Listen to your family more. You don't have to go and do something and heal them and fix them. Like, no, just listen to them. Hold space for them and don't act. No action. And that's going to be, instead play. Instead, surrender to play. Surrender to how you used to play when you were a little girl or a little boy. Like, come back to the heart in that way. Okay? It's too much drama that has covered the heart. And it's like, release all of that. Forgive and forget. And go into play mode. Okay? Come back into the heart. That is what this transit is all about for you, my beautiful Sagittarius. Alrighty, Saggy, those were your messages for this upcoming transit. I hope that they help. Remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a more specific message to your situation, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my 45% off consultations that I have right now with the promo in the description here below. A 75-minute session where we go deep into your chart, your current transits, and you can ask me as many questions as you would like. So make sure to book one today in the description below. Alrighty, my beautiful Sagittarius, those were your messages. I hope that you like them. And if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me, my beautiful Saggies. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Capricorns. Welcome, Capricorn, to your horoscope for this Saturn in Pisces. And for you, I have really good news, my beautiful Capricorn. First and foremost, Saturn, the moment that it steps into the energies of Pisces, your Sarisati has come to the end. And my beautiful Capricorn moons have been going through a 7-year period of a lot of transformations, a lot of growth, a lot of maturity. Hard, difficult, but that's how you polish the diamond. You polish it with pressure, heat, and intensity. And you've turned into a beautiful diamond, my beautiful Capricorn. So congratulations. Your Sarisati is over. And that is some great, great news. So Saturn is now stepping into your third house. So this is actually going to bring lots of blessings. You already are blessed with the fact that Shani, your planet, has already taught you the lessons you needed to learn in this past 7 years. And now you're going to feel so much more lighter. Like, you're going to feel like a sack of potatoes that you've been carrying for 7 years has finally let go. And you're just like, oh, I'm flying. Like when you work out underwater, and let's say those fighters that work out underwater and they've been working very hard and it's more difficult underwater, it's more tedious underwater. That's how you've been in this past 7 years. And now that you're going to come out, you're going to fight outside and you're going to be so fast. You're going to be like, wow, this is easy. It's going to be great. And the best thing about it is that Saturn in the third house is going to encourage you to put a lot of effort into something. Now that you are matured, you have your head on straight, you have the lessons you needed to learn, you grow up, you understood, you see clearly now. Saturn here is going to sober you up even more. Saturn in the third house is a sobering moment where it's going to clean out your mindset. It's going to clean out your perceptions, and it's going to get you into the right mindset, Capricorn, so that you can become that great, great persona that you came to be. I mean, you are the boss, you are the CEO, you are the executive of the horoscope, of the zodiac. You are the one who can make some really big, big things happening. I mean, you have the capacity to hold it together for many people. This is why you're the CEO. So this Saturn in the third house is first going to put you to work. You're going to put a lot of effort into something that you love. This is a great time to learn something. If you always wanted to learn music, if you always wanted to learn a new skill, or learn how to cook, or learn how to paint or draw, or whatever, the code, this is a great time to do it. This is a fantastic time for you to deeply go into your studies. Now, it could be a little tedious, but whatever you learned, you're never going to forget. So yes, it's not going to be like, oh, you're a virtuosi and you just, boom, everything came to you. No, you're going to have to work hard for the knowledge, but once you know it, you're never going to forget it. So this is a great time to learn something you always been wanting to learn. A great time to start that book, writing that book, start that startup. Something that requires lots and lots of effort for you to put, if it's writing a script, making a movie, starting your social media, starting your digital business, anything that requires entrepreneurship, Saturn here is going to give you all the energy to do it. But you have to not allow yourself to get scared. Saturn may take away your courage here, but you have to really just like, no, I'm courageous. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this. And if you take that tenacious approach, Saturn is going to make you very, very good. The one thing here that I see that may be a little difficult, Saturn, is that you may get into fights with your siblings. Here, if you've been having issues with your siblings where you're just like, oh, we don't talk, but we don't even say anything, or I just forgot about them. I just don't even think about them. Like, Saturn here is going to be like, oh, you have siblings. Have you been taking care of them? Have you been calling them? Have you been having you don't have a good relationship with your siblings? Well, why not? And it's just going to poke on the wound until you decide to heal your relationship with your siblings. So that's the only thing that I see that could be a little bit of a tedious, difficult situation, is that your siblings, you need to organize those relationships if they've been a little messy. Now from here, Saturn is going to aspect your fifth house. So creativity is going to be very important. Again, even if you're learning something, you may not feel like you are so agile at it, but just keep working hard, repetition, 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 and you're going to see that the creative energy is going to start flowing, okay? This is a great time to practice, get into the practice energy. We're also going to have aspect in the ninth house, making you to solidify your belief systems, to really gain better belief systems, because it is changing your mindset at the same time. You might have to also change some beliefs. So if your mindset is always to sabotage you, maybe the belief of unworthiness is changing. So all your belief systems along with your mindset are changing very powerfully. And this could be the time where you can really wire and program your mind for immense success in your life, so that you can really get to a new level. Do not let fears or beliefs or negative beliefs about yourself, or anybody who may put that in you, to block you. This is what is being transformed. And at the same time, your 12th house is also being aspected here. So you're also letting go of something from your subconscious at the same time. You're transmuting the past. You're releasing what is holding you back, especially when it comes to subconscious patterns of criticism, judgment, being too hard on yourself, judging yourself too harshly, being so demanding. Like, all these things are going to also go through a transmutation as well, releasing the past and letting go of the past. So some very powerful and beautiful aspects for you here, my beautiful Capricorn. Let's see, what else do we have for Capricorn for this Saturn in Pisces? For Capricorn, Saturn in Pisces, daydreaming, baby. You're going to be daydreaming. You're going to be dreaming about your, like, oh, wow, I can maybe start this company, or now I can see how it's starting to go. Like, you're daydreaming. Write down these dreams. And even some of the dreams that you always had is like, now they're starting to come true. So very dreamy time. Your imagination is very powerful at this time. This could be a great time for you to write poetry, write stories, anything that allows your mind to even get more fertile is a great thing. Keeping the innocence of mind, okay? Do not get jaded. It's kind of bringing you back to that innocent state of mind that allows for you to truly believe in yourself, to truly believe in the goodness of the world without being jaded or cynical. And again, there's nothing for you to worry about. Some of you guys may be feeling a little bit like, whoa, because you've been in this sati sati for so long. Some of you guys may be like, I don't trust this. Usually it's supposed to be very, 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 very hard. Why is it so easy now? Trust it. Trust it. There's nothing for you to worry about. This is now the time for you to truly come into the blessings that you deserve. Let's look a little bit deeper here. Some other messages here for my beautiful Capricorns. Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. So Capricorn, we are releasing the resentments that are stuck in our mindset. That is very, very good. And also any resentments in our beliefs that may be poisoning our minds. That is what Saturn is cleaning up here. We also are surrendering your attachment to results. Remember, you are not entitled to the fruits of your labor. You are only entitled to the work and the duty and the labor. That's what you're entitled to. So forget the results and just do it. Do it on a daily basis without any expectations that, oh, I deserve this, I deserve that, I'm doing this so I can get this. This is sabotaging it. Just do it because that's your duty. Okay. And last but not least, surrender to the beauty of the natural world. Make sure that you're going out. Make sure that you are having times with nature, especially if you are working too much in the computer or getting too much into the media or getting too much into, or you're using your mind too much. Make sure that you're stepping out into nature to release this pressure, to release this tension. Okay. Alrighty, my beautiful Capricorns, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a more specific message to your situation, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my promo right now, 45% off of my consultations. You can find the promo code in the description here below and book a reading today, 75-minute session where we go deep into your natal chart, your current transits, and you can ask me as many questions as you would like. So make sure you book one today in the description here below. Alrighty, my beautiful Capricorns, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. If you like them, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That would mean the world to me, my beautiful Capricorns. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Aquariuses. Welcome, Aquarius, to your horoscope for this Saturn in the sign of Pisces. And man, do I have good news for you. First and foremost, you are at the last 2 years of your Sati Sati. The most difficult part was this last 2 years, and I would love to hear it in you guys' comments. How was it? Peak Sati Sati for my moons and Aquariuses. How was that? Well, that was the worst. Now things are going to get a lot lighter. Okay, now you're in the calm down. This next 2 years, you're still in your Sati Sati, but now you're getting at the ends of this intensity. And now when Saturn goes into your second house, Saturn now is testing your money life. So number one, my beautiful Aquarius, this is not the time for you to splurge. This is not the time for you to, buy something really expensive or watch out for any fast money making schemes. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. This is not a time where you're going to get fast to money. This is a time where you have to work hard for your money. And Saturn is going to test this. If you've been working really hard, if you've been doing a lot of work, then this is a time where Saturn may show you a lot of money coming into your life. But if you've been not working and if you've been living out of other people's monies and maybe not doing your own job or maybe spending frivolously or living paycheck to paycheck, then Saturn here is going to mature your attitude around money. And we have to remember that money all stems from self-worth, and self-worth stems from self-esteem. And so this is also the house of self-esteem, and it's going to test that part of you too. Do you have low self-esteem? And if you have low self-esteem, this is directly connected to the fact that you have low financial situation. So strengthening the self-esteem, strengthening the confidence, releasing the insecurities is going to make you be more self-worthed, and it's going to help you to gain more money in your life. So Saturn is testing these things. If you're currently staying in a relationship that you feel deeply inside that you deserve better, Saturn is going to be testing you so much here. for you to finally say, you know what? I deserve better. You don't deserve me. And this could be quite difficult. So Saturn here still has tests, testing your money, testing your self-worth, testing your abundance, testing your confidence, testing your integrity. And it wants you to do the hard work. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're not going to get a get rich quick scheme. You're not going to get rags to riches instantaneously unless you've been working extremely hard for the past 30 years, then yes. And how your Saturn shows up in your chart, if it's debilitated or not, how strong your Saturn is, it's going to be different for everybody. So here, I definitely suggest that if you would like to have a more specific reading to your situation, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my 45% off consultations in the description here below. We can do a personal reading for you, 75-minute session where we go deep into your natal chart and truly get your specific messages. But my beautiful Aquarius, this is going to be a time where we need to get very serious about your financial life. Think for the future, start saving for the future, get into some investments that are very, very boring, but are very, very non-risky. This is the time to do this and work diligently on your money. Okay. We're also going to be having the fourth house being aspected here. So the fourth house is also going to be pushing you out of the comfort zone. Pushing you out of your comfort zone, if it's either living with your parents or staying with your parents or in this comfort zone of a house situation that you just force yourself to be comfortable in, or maybe you live with roommates that you just are putting up with. Family, home matters, and situations of the intimate home life are going to also get tested at this time. Some of you guys may move. Some of you guys may find a better situation. Maybe some of you guys end up buying a home that you have to work really hard to maintain. But responsibilities around family and home life are also very, very important. Then we also have the aspect to the eighth house. So again, we are also aspecting Saturn here wants you to work on your shadow work, wants you to do the inner work, wants you to fix the psychological issues. Like, if we're tapping into the energies of confidence, self-esteem, and self-worth, that is directly connected to our psychology. If something in the trauma in our psyche, if we were raped or something happened that messes up with our sense of dignity or messes up with our sense of self-esteem and it makes us insecure, this is the time where Saturn wants you to do the healing for all of that, to get serious about your insecurities and how to heal them psychologically. So very, very important. And again, not the time to be gambling or to be putting money on the line. Not the time to do that. There's a lot of karmic energy here with that. And also we have 7, 8, 9, 10. The 11th house is also being aspected here. If you surround yourself with the right people, if you surround yourself with older, more mature people, this is going to be a better situation for you. Maybe the time has come for you to release some friends that are no longer good for you. The time has come for you to close chapters with people and networks of people that haven't really done anything for you. So now the time has come for you to align yourself with older, wiser, and people who are actually in alignment with you. So there's also going to be a transformation in your friends and associations and in your community that can really bring you to a more secure and solid and more mature relationships in your life that are going to help you to gain more confidence in yourself and therefore have more money in your life. So let's see. What else do we have here for my beautiful Aquariuses? What else do we have here for Aquarius for the next upcoming Saturn in Pisces for Aquarius? And we have, wow, yes, a relationship is coming. Whoa, wedding. Okay, relationship and wedding. So an important situation will be happening to my Aquariuses, and it definitely is connected to some relationship commitment that could be coming here for you. If you're currently single, I don't see you being single for that long. This transit may bring you a person in your life. If you are currently in a relationship, then this Saturn is testing to a relationship to see if you're not coming from any sort of insecure space, conditional love, that it really comes from a very genuine part of your heart. And the ocean. Very good time to be close to the ocean. Very good time to have water around you. This is going to soothe your spirit, soothe your energy. Drink lots of water. Be close to water. be close to bodies of water, baths, showers. Like water is really going to help you soothe and heal and release things. Okay, let's go a little bit deeper here for my beautiful Aquariuses when it comes to money. What do we have for Aquarius when it comes to their money life for Saturn and Pisces? And we have the courage to ask for and accept help from others. Do you see getting closer to people who are more mature and that can actually help you get there? Bountiful nature, get closer to nature. Ocean, nature, it's going to ask a lot from you here so that you can come back into the sanctuary of yourself. And we also have the obstacles and blocks are now being lifted. You are finishing the really, really tough part of Sati Sati. So this should be a more light part for you, a lighter testing for you. And there's less blockages and less obstacles in your life from here on, especially when it comes to money. So you have the possibilities of making more money. Just you got to show up, do the work, and be confident in it for sure. And last but not least, what is the final message for my beautiful Aquariuses for this Saturn in Pisces for Aquarius? And we have surrender to effortlessness. I like this for you, Aquarius. Step into the energies of effortlessness and let your money become more effortless. Let yourself step into more of a confidence with yourself where it becomes more effortless. Okay, that your relationships are effortless, that you don't have to be bending yourself in so many different ways so that you can make a person happy. No, that the things that are for you are effortless. Okay, so those were your messages, my beautiful Aquariuses. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. Remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a specific message to your situation, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my 45% off consultations at this time, my beautiful Aquarius, a 75-minute session where we go deep into your natal chart, your current transits, and you can ask me as many questions as you will like, my beautiful Aquarius. Book one today in the description here below. Alrighty, Aquarius, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so, so much. If you like them, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me, Aquarius. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Pisces. Welcome, Pisces, to your horoscope for this Saturn in your sign. Saturn is in your sign, Pisces, which means that you are going through a very powerful next upcoming 2 years. Especially my Pisces moons, you guys are going to be right in the middle of your Sati Sati. This is going to be the peak time of maturity and transformation for you. If you have Saturn in Pisces, you're getting your Saturn return at this time, which is also a time of massive maturing. If you have your Sun in Pisces, this is also a time where you need to keep up with your body. Make sure that your body is very strong during this time because the energies of Saturn may really, really test your health and your vitality. So this is a very, very important time. In my ascendant, Pisces, Saturn here is maturing you. The good news is that the endings have come to an end. Okay. The good news is that the past 2 years, Pisces, you had to go through a lot of closure, endings. Many things had to be taken care of from the past. You had to let go of so many things from the past. Your past could have been haunting you, where you were just feeling like, when is this going to end? Like, I want to release this. Like, I've been dealing with this thing for years and it's still here. It's still here. It's still here. So Saturn here was trying to help you to let go of the past, let go of the addictions, let go of the bad habits, let go of the bad relationship, let go of that trauma, let go of what you've been holding on to for years. Liberate yourself. And so you could have felt like nothing was sticking, like everything was just falling through your fingers, like you made one step forward and 5 back, and you were just like, what the hell is going on? Why can I move forward in my life? Because Saturn was doing a lot of diligent work in closing many, many chapters in your life. You had to go through endings, you have to go through losses, you had to go through the closure of many things. And Saturn had to do this. Because before we can have a new life come into our lives, before we can begin a new path, life cannot fill us up if we are holding on to so much. And so that was the last 2 years for you, Pisces. Life was saying, release, simplify your life. Only keep that what is truly, truly going to go with you in the next 30 years, and the rest, let it go. And so now the good news is that you're no longer in this purging and this perpetuary of purging the past. You're done. You did your homework. You did it. Woo! You did it, Pisces. And if you did not get to release that addiction and that issue and that bad relationship, and you some way, somehow held on through it, through all the pain and the suffering, congratulations. Now that's going to go with you for the next 30 years. You didn't want to let it go, so now it's going to be with you for another 30 years. You had your chance. You had your chance. Maybe there's another chance in the next upcoming 2 years, but that was the biggest chance of you just releasing and closing and letting go. That was the biggest chance. Now we are reconstructing your life. Now Saturn goes into your sign, my beautiful Pisces, and we are going to now focus on reconstructing your life. Now that you feel so empty and that you feel like life cannot take anything more from me, I have nothing else to lose, boom, Saturn is going to come and reconstruct your life. If you lost your marriage in this past 2 years, new marriages, new relationships. If you lost a job, a new career. So this is now the reinvention period for my Pisces. But this reinvention period is one of those where you are reinventing yourself into a higher expression of adulthood in your life. If you're going through your second Saturn return, this may be a time where you're really feeling your age and feeling like that midlife crisis of old age. If you're going through even your first Saturn return, you may be feeling like, whoa, I'm old now. I'm an adult now. No longer a teenager, no longer a 20-year-old. Now you are stepping into your 30s. Now you're a big old girl and big old boy. So an initiation into manhood, an initiation into womanhood, an initiation into maturity. And if it's your Sarisati, it's maturing your mind and maturing your mindset and your intelligence. So life here is definitely giving you a big, big stretch. My Pisces, in the next upcoming 2 years, you may feel stiffer. You may feel like you're getting more pains than usual. You may start feeling your age where you're just like, whoa, now I'm getting old. Or you may be looking at yourself in the mirror and be like, man, I'm getting old. This is what Saturn does. Don't take it bad. Instead, take it as like, whoa, I've gained wisdom. Like, I am a person of wisdom. I've lived my good amount of life. I am a grown-up. And I take myself seriously. So this is a time to reinvent yourself. This is the time for you to literally create a whole new you, a whole new life, a whole new reputation, a whole new self. Now that everything is gone, this is the new path for you. So great time for you to reinvent everything that you are, my beautiful Pisces. That is what Saturn wants you to do, to take yourself very seriously. And Saturn is going to put more mature situations on your plate. Saturn may start putting pressure of you to take care of yourself, to start maybe getting your own place, or and leave family's house, or go to college. Like, there's something here that is going to start putting more responsibilities on your plate. And you have to attend to those responsibilities, my beautiful Pisces, because if you don't, Saturn is going to make you suffer a lot. So don't run away from what needs to get done. This is definitely not the time to procrastinate and not the time to play escapist, because Saturn will definitely crack the whip on you, okay? Do the work, show up, and you will see that Saturn will bless you by the end of these next 2 years. So let's see. It's also going to be aspecting your third house here. So your mindset and your way of thinking is going to transform. I also see you sobering up, where you're going to start seeing things way more clear and way more, like a lot more clarity in your life. Then we're also having your 7th house. So your marriage commitments are going to become very serious as well. Very important for you to take care of them. Very important for you to take them very seriously. And this again shows up as your mature self that is taking care of your commitments. And also your 10th house is going to be going through a massive transformation. So at the same time that you're transforming your mindset, your relationships, and your job and your career are going to go through a massive maturing state and transformation as well. All of these things could be going very good for you if you do the work of Saturn. And all of these things can go really bad for you if you try to run away from the duties that Saturn is putting on you. So let's see a little bit more, my beautiful Pisces. What are some other messages for Pisces for this Saturn in Pisces transit? And we have wedding. Ooh, I told you, seriousness around relationships, seriousness about your commitments. So if you're single, this could be the time where life matures you to actually gain the love of your life. If you are currently in a relationship, this is going to be a very important factor of your life, is your marriage. And how you show up to it will definitely be of a blessing or a cost for you. We also have reward yourself. You've done very well. You've done very well in your life, Pisces. So make sure that you reward yourself with kindness and sweetness, and keep yourself motivated. Saturn, sometimes when it goes into our moon or sun or ascendant, we may feel this heaviness or this like gray cloud over us. So try to keep yourself happy and reward yourself. And don't reward yourself with drugs and alcohol. Don't reward yourself with something shadowy from Pisces. Reward yourself with getting back into your creative pursuits and creative outlets, and buying yourself something nice, but nothing that is going to make you escape reality. And be honest with yourself. This is a time of sobering up. Life is going to be like, look at what you've created. Look at yourself. You can't be a victim no more. You are eating out of what you've created. This is your own creation. So be honest with yourself, and the faster you become honest with yourself instead of being in denial, the better it's going to be, my beautiful Pisces. Let's look a little bit deeper here for you, my beautiful Pisces. Let's see one message of money for Pisces for this next upcoming Saturn in Pisces. And we have take a chance on yourself and no more complaining, my beautiful Pisces. No more complaining about other people, about the state of affairs of the world, about your situation financially, about other people and how their situation is stop with the complaining. It just makes you a victim, and it's draining your energy, and it's leaving you in denial. Instead, take a divine guided chance where you might have to get out of your comfort zone and actually take a chance on yourself and go for it. Now let's see, when it comes to love life, what's another message in love for Pisces for this upcoming Saturn in Pisces? And we have, this could be the one. You guys are really going to meet somebody this next upcoming 2 years that could feel like the one. And those of you who are already in a relationship, it's like you already know who you want to be with. It's like, this is the person. So don't like make it work. Put your energy in it. Do it. Whatever it's asking, like whatever it's asking for your maturity to evolve into, like this is the one. So go for it. So there is definitely a lot of powerful energies for you, Pisces. And last but not least for Pisces, when it comes to the Saturn in Pisces, surrender to your creativity. That is going to be your savior during this time. Surrender your fear of change. Change is coming, Pisces. There's nothing you can do about it. And if you try very hard to not, to escape that and to not get into change and to resist change, Saturn's going to give it to you. So better for you to take charge of your changes, start going towards those changes, use your creativity, and last but not least, release your idea that you can fix someone. You can't fix anybody. They have to be responsible for their own healing, and you got to be responsible for your own healing. Be there. This is a time where Saturn is like, no, it's not about others. It's about you. you. I'm in your sign, Saturn. But I'm playing murder. I'm here because I'm helping this person. It's nobody's responsibility to take care of you. It's your responsibility to take care of yourself. And that's what Saturn is really trying to teach Pisces during this time. So, very powerful messages, my beautiful Pisces. Get ready for this next upcoming 2 years and a half. Is definitely going to be a powerful transformation, but it's going to be so worth it in the end. You're going to be so happy of how much you've come and how far you've come. Alrighty, my beautiful Pisces, those were your messages. Remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a specific message to your situation, then I suggest that you get a personal reading by me. In the description here below, you will be able to find the link and the promo code to a 45% off consultation where we go deep into your transits and your current natal chart, as well as you can ask me many questions as you will like until you get the clarity that you deserve, my beautiful Pisces. Book one today in the description here below. Alrighty, Pisces, if you like those messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And I just want to thank all my brothers and my sisters for being here for this horoscope on Saturn in Pisces. I hope that it was able to bring you the understanding and knowledge of this very powerful transit. I'm sending everybody so much love and light. Thank you for your likes, your comments, and for sharing this video with your loved ones. I truly, I appreciate it so, so much. And I hope that everybody has a wonderful Saturn in Pisces transit. Hare Krishna and Hari Bol.